I'm doing too. I was gonna get to.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know because I was bugging out. I remember you said something on the Borrachex chat, and then I completely forgot. So I was like, I'm gonna ask this for today.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. So I'm working on Ontario right now, and that's what like where my cousins at their spot is like very very limited. So
hmm
I can't like even if I want to set up, I'd be making a lot of noise and bugging my uncle and shit. I'm
Yeah,
not trying
yeah,
to do that
yeah.
to them. They already let me
Yeah,
stay
nah.
there. So
Exactly. I'm about to say that. Like, don't overstay your fucking welcome and shit. By doing some
yeah,
odd shit like
exactly.
that. That's
Yeah.
all good. Again,
The bright
listen,
side,
just
yeah,
hop in
eh,
whenever you can. It's always here.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
Um, but we're live. I don't think anybody's here yet. Yeah, we got 5 years. All right, never mind. We're live. Uh, what's the game plan now? Right, all my
What?
fucking like F1 every other week. That's what I got left. Like
Oh,
soccer's over with. It's just I don't like this type of
Muay
year.
Thai, bro. Get
Muay
into
Thai.
Muay Thai. Get into Muay Thai. It's just dope. Like, there's even big
It
boys
is
that
dope.
do it. You
I,
don't
no, I
like.
like Muay Thai.
It's
Like
crazy because
if there's a martial art that I would lean into, it'd probably be Muay Thai. Just got like the stands. I like the unorthodox parts they use, like the knees and
yeah.
the fucking elbows are super dope to me. So I like it. I do
I've
like
learned
it.
how to throw. So I'm really comfortable now throwing knees. It's crazy. Like I even throwing with my left kicks. I'm still struggling there. I'm still practicing. Trying to get
Uh-huh.
better at it. Um, but I have the knees down. Like I can throw a solid ass knee now. Both my left and my right. So it's like dope. And I'm just learning how to throw elbows. I hadn't thrown any elbows yet. I'm like, oh,
Clinching or
I
what?
should have been doing this forever ago, bro. Like fuck soccer. Like huh? What?
So you're
You
throwing
say?
knees in the clinching or without the clinch?
Yeah, 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 exactly. We were there, and like you don't even need a whole lot of space. You just right there,
Yeah.
bam. And I got into the ring for the first time this past Thursday morning because the new gym that I'm going to right there in the IE in Ontario, bro. It's like
hmm
2 minutes from my job. It's just
Oh,
the
it's
way that
perfect.
everything aligned is fucking crazy. Yeah, but I went on Thursday morning and it was a really small class, so we had sparring session and we got in the ring. I was like, that's just tight. I'd never been inside a ring, so I was bouncing around, threw myself off the rope, and I was
You
just
feeling
going
good and
at it. One of the
shit?
dudes there,
Yeah.
he beat my ass. Like my ear still hurts right here a little bit, because he was they let you have it. Obviously, they're not trying to knock you out or
Yeah.
anything, but it's we have our gear on. Obviously have sparring gear, but yeah, bro, the cerotazos and it gets fun, bro. Like then I got hit in the nose right here, and it just let's go. I want to go more. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something
Yeah.
wrong with me,
Yeah.
bro. I like getting hit.
No, 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 no,
Apparently,
no, no.
yeah,
I definitely
yeah,
know the feeling of that.
yeah.
Is just a little adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I definitely. That's dope though, man. Yeah. Listen again. If it
Right?
was if there
Yeah.
was gonna be
At least
is
like a week
ever
trial or some shit.
that'd be it because I do like I do like Muay Thai. Muay Thai like be the martial art. That's just tight. I do like the stance. I like the shorts. I like it.
You should
It
look
looks
into
dope.
like
It looks really dope.
bro, where you're at,
Yeah, there's a bunch of gyms. There's a
right? Where
gym
you're
down
at, there
like three
should be a
streets.
lot of spots. No?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
three blocks down. 3 blocks down. I was gonna.
You
We
should.
shot.
Yeah.
I
What
don't know.
you should do is
Remember?
probably look into those gyms that have where you can do multiple
Yeah, yeah,
classes,
yeah.
right? Where you can do jujitsu, obviously Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, and see which one you like. If you stick to them, or if you like them all, I really just want to stick to one because that's just tight.
You remember when we had when I had Shame Squad or Masa? You remember with Shame Squad? Like we shot at that
Of
gym
course,
and
I remember that too, dog.
they have jujitsu and Muay Thai. So they have like on off days. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday versus Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, it's dope. That's a lot of
Yeah,
work
go
though. You
try
know
it
what I mean?
out.
Like it's just dope. I'm probably just gonna watch on TV though, to be honest. Not gonna lie. What up, Masa?
All right.
What's up, baby?
Man, dog, like you
Let me
here
do a
now?
quick refresh
You
on my
here?
thing 'cause I feel like I'm delayed on you guys.
All right, hop on, hop off if you want. What up, Masa? You came
What up,
down
baby?
from your atleti high or still not?
Nah, what the fuck? I have more highs this weekend, if anything, and
That's
then
tight as shit.
the one before. All my
Dog.
teams won this weekend, bro. I took no L's this
Can you guys hear me now?
weekend. Like this shit is crazy. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
good? All right. See, it
yeah.
was quick response right now. Yeah. See, you guys. Yeah, yeah. I was a little delayed.
Hey, Masa, you want to try to do that too? Just
What?
because you're a little delayed on me right now. Hop off the call, hop
All
back
right.
on before 9:15 real quick. What up, What up, Eddie? What up,
Hi,
little
Eddie.
Apple?
Hi,
Hi,
little
Lisa,
apple.
how you doing? Yeah, Angel's back,
Hi,
unfortunately.
Kalisa.
Yeah.
Rudy? Are my responses coming as soon as you're saying it? Can you hear me on your
Pretty
end?
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
close.
All right. Cool. For sure. All right. See
Yeah.
more. Then yeah. Yeah. I noticed.
A little less lag than before.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up? What up, LAGs and ATL? Yo, I ended up with one of your stickers. I don't know
Oh, I
how.
met him. I met him back. What game was it? The LAFC game.
Were you wow, were you here? And did I meet you and did I just not remember? Because I ended up with one of the stickers and I was like, yo, did I meet this? Did I make this one? I don't remember. If I did, yo, my bad. I really bugged out when I seen your sticker and I was like, yo, was this fool in town? My bad. My bad, dog. That's on me.
You're an ass dog. Danny's gonna hate you now.
I met the cat from Vegas too this weekend. What's his name? I forget his name too. But you know what I'm talking about, the guy from Crown
Yeah.
Royal? Crown Royal? Is that what it is? Yeah, I met him. I met him this
Crown
weekend.
Royal. Crown Royal.
I don't know what it's
Crown and Anchor.
Crown and Anchor. That one too.
Crown
That works
and
too.
Anchor, dog.
That works too.
Crown
Whatever.
Royal.
You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funny because I fucking I write that name or I type that name every fucking week for the graphic and I didn't remember. Oh, what up, Big Will?
Funny.
Hey,
Crown
Big Will.
Royal, huh?
What were you doing with Julian the other night? Like you went live with Julian on IG, and I was like just about to play a game for Straight from the Stand, so I couldn't stay on. But like that was just random as shit. I need to know. And that's what's up, dog. My bad. I missed you, or if I didn't miss you and I didn't pay attention, I also apologize for that. But that's a hectic ass game, so you gotta cut me some slack. The games are nuts. Yeah, you guys watch the Champions League?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, bro. I made money.
You
already knew.
went in on Chelsea?
Fuck yeah, bro. That shit was easy money.
It's unfortunate, bro. I
Easy
called that
money.
game exactly that way too. Fucking disappointing. I knew it was gonna be that boring of a game. It has to be the most
It
boring.
wasn't- to me, it wasn't boring.
Nah. The most boring champion, the most boring is the Inter one. Inter stays with that title, though.
You know, you're right.
crying.
You're right.
They're crying.
You're right. You're right.
Nah,
I
this
think
game
you're right.
wasn't
But
boring
this
to me,
one's
though.
this one's too. This one's too. Nah, to me,
I
it
didn't
was
see
really
it.
I
boring.
think so.
I haven't recorded. I haven't
so.
seen it yet.
You're not missing
Watch
anything,
it, bro.
really.
This shit is so good. No, it's good, bro. Chelsea
It's
came
not
out. You knew 5 minutes in that they were gonna win the game.
Yeah,
Like from the jump. You could
I
just
was
tell.
mad. I was
Like they
rooting
wanted
for.
it more.
I said I was gonna go for Chelsea if they put Pulisic in the lineup from the go starting 11. They didn't, so I was going for Man City. So either way, though, it doesn't matter.
Just
Doesn't matter, I
it's
see it.
overrated, dog. It's okay.
Hell, no, Pepe's not overrated. Fuck you. Get out of here, dog. We gotta fight. He's dope as hell. He goes live every
Just
week. Oh, that's
play.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I didn't. My bad, Will. My bad, myself. Well, yeah, I didn't see it. I think Rooney was like, "Oh, Will's going live with Julian," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I hopped on, but we're doing the game, so I didn't really pay attention. But that's dope, though. That's real dope. I hope you recorded that or saved it. All right, we'll be going live in about 6 minutes. Talk about them G's. Hey, Angel, since you weren't here, talk to me about the LAFC game. What you think about the LAFC game?
Damn.
You got about 6 minutes to rant or talk. Actually, just talk to us about like the stuff that you haven't talked about. Because I've been here for a couple weeks now.
Really? How long has it been?
I don't know. It just feels like forever now. You know what? You know what it is? Is
2
it
games, 3 games. Possibly.
This season we haven't had the four of us together a lot together, right? Like it's been like
Yeah, it's only been
one
like
of
two, like a handful, huh? Handful games. You're right.
yeah, but
Angel, you know what I
but
do want to hear about before you get into LAFC? It's limited. Atleti, baby. Talk to me, dog. I know you're Atletico from day 1 too. With me, bro.
You know what? I'm happy for Luis Suarez, dog. I'm happy as fuck for him more than anything. Because he was a big fuck you to Barcelona, bro, and I love that shit. And Masa, you know this, Rudy, you know this. Like I'm more so an Atletico fan just because you know they fuck with Real Madrid and they fuck with Barca. Like I love that shit. You know, I'm a big anti whatever. Like I'm anti the big dogs. You know, ideally. Except for Giannis, it's just how it is, bro. We're the big dogs. That's why I can't think about.
You
That's
two
not
are the
my
only
fault. I was born into
Salvadorians.
this.
You two are the only Salvadorians that I know are not either culés or
Yeah.
maristas, though. Like the
You know
only two
what?
Salvadorians I know, though.
And it's funny you say that because I think that's where it comes from. I think more so that, right? That it's really annoying to me that fucking Salvadorans are all about this, you know, hardcore Barcelona fan and Real Madrid life, but they can't even support their own little shitty teams. Like, you know, I get that they're shitty, bro, but that's your local shit. Like, how are you gonna throw down over Barcelona, Real Madrid, bro? But you know, and that's where a lot of my beef comes, you know. So it's just more so fuck it, I'm gonna go for the one that nobody goes for type of shit, and
Pero
it's
fácil.
fun, like yeah, like nigga, fuck that too, like, you know. But
Pero
that's I
fácil.
think
That's
that's
cheap,
really where
baby.
my shit comes from,
I'm gonna put my
because
Fast jersey on those right
it's
now.
just fun, bro. It's fun to go against the big dogs,
Hey,
it's fun.
hold up, Angel. Hold up. Hey, chat. Are y'all hearing my sound like a robot, like as well, or is it just me? Angel, you hearing my sound like a robot? Is he coming through like super distorted or not? Or am I just
He
tripping?
was distorted and a little bit delayed too.
Say something, Masa. Say the alphabet.
No, I
Hey,
don't
it
know
sounds a
it,
little distorted. I don't know what it is.
motherfucker.
You
I
using some
can't
kind
hear
of
it.
you using some kind of voice modifier? All right, boys. Let me get
Figure this shit out.
I'm gonna get my water real quick, and then we'll start the show.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just laggy. No.
I think you're just lagging a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I gotta restart my shit. I don't want to though.
Yeah, I really am happy though for Atletico, bro. Just because fuck Barcelona, fuck Real Madrid.
Atleti campeón.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
hell
dope,
yeah.
man.
I'm
That's
hitting
dope.
the
Look at
house.
it. Man, I would have been upset with Atleti if they didn't win it this year, though. Right? It was a shitty ass fucking season for like everybody else does. So if you guys didn't win this, I can't believe it got that close to almost blowing it. But again, fuck it. I don't give a fuck if it was by 1 point or by 10 points.
It's normal though.
If
The
the G's win the
pupas is a real thing. The pupas is a real thing, so it's
The
normal.
curse.
They have to
Yeah,
win
they're
it
the
like
cursed
that.
ones. Yeah.
all right. Talk to me. Listen, you got like 3 minutes now. Talk to me about LFC, Angel. Talk to me about Portland. Talk to me whatever you want to talk to me about for the next few minutes.
Oh fuck, that's right. We did miss all that. Huh? Damn, I did miss a lot. Fuck. LAFC. I'll keep it short and sweet. Not surprised. I'm really not. I think we should have spanked them even more. I was never not out of it. No, I think we talked about LAFC. I think I was here for
We're
that.
here for LFC. All right. Talk to me
I
about
think
Portland.
so. Yeah, I think so. I remember. I remember. If not net, I was never scared. I was happy. I was uncomfortable. I think we could have spanked them by more. And it's funny because LAFC is starting to tank. So can't wait. Can't wait. Portland. I heard a few right, and I don't know. I guess I just see things a bit different because I never felt like we were gonna lose that game in that first half. At worst result to me would have been a tie, based on how we were playing.
Finish in
I
the first
think we
half?
were, yeah, in the first half. Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't even the moments that Portland, were on us or whatever. I just had that level gonna win at minimum tie, right? And that to me is good. We get a point out of Portland, and it's unfortunate because it's the 3-0 scoreline hurts, especially if think about it. We're a a game behind Seattle. If we win whatever game, our makeup game, we'd be tied on points with Seattle. So at this point, we can't talk about chasing for that top spot.
Already?
And that gold. Yeah, we can.
All right,
Realistically,
listen,
we
listen.
can at this point.
Hold that,
Well,
because we're gonna talk about that.
all right, for sure.
We'll talk about it right now. Give me the last sentence on Portland, and then we'll start the show.
Tell two halves. I thought first half we were for moments better, and second half just the red card changed the game completely. That's it.
All right, for sure. Here you go.
Nothing
Let's
to be
start.
mad
Let's start
about.
the show. Yeah, not at all. I agree. All right, let's start the show.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening. What's going on, you beautiful gentlemen?
What's up? Oh, well, beautiful, of course. Always, siempre. Always.
As you
This is
can
why I
tell,
came on, because I need you to talk to me like that. I'm
you
already.
need a little boost of confidence.
Yeah. Listen,
No,
I
you
was
don't. No,
feeling
you
a
don't.
little.
No,
I
you
wasn't
don't.
sure about
No,
coming,
you don't.
but,
No, you don't. Shut
you
your
know.
ass up. All right, man. If you're on YouTube, you can tell George is not here today. He's out with the family, having fun on this holiday. So good on him. Hope he's having fun. We do get Angel back. Listen, I don't know, man. I ain't trying to start no rumors or anything, but you know what I mean. Damn, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Angel, and of course,
Fucking
Masa.
start the rumors, bro. You know. Yeah.
Oh, I need some clickbait, dog. Come on, dog. You know, I need something, dog. I
That's
gotta drive these
right.
numbers
Yeah.
up, dog.
Just call it straight from the stand Civil War, you know, and then we'll see who goes on my side, who goes with him at the end. I'll be Captain America though. So I'm Captain America. He can be Tony Stark. You know. So we do that. That's how it goes, yeah. Then we can pick
Cool.
sides and then meet up at an airport and just, you know, full on putazos at the airport. Fuck it.
You want to make it a
Yeah.
federal crime? Okay, cool.
I mean, they did it, right? Why not? Hell yeah. That's real life, right?
Masa-
Didn't it happen for real?
yeah. A couple years back, yeah,
we're seeing
before the
videos,
snap.
yeah.
How you doing, Papi? You still partying over at the?
I'm chilling, bro. I still. No. Celebrating Fast. Guli Peña.
Vamos.
Dog. That's so
Vamos. There you go, dog. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know Julio Peña was at
Damn, you
was in
serious?
Salvador. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, shit. You
listen,
just found
dog.
out?
This might be surprising to you, but I don't keep up with Salvadorian soccer, though. You know, it's not one of the leagues I follow, though. So yeah, I wasn't aware.
All right.
I wasn't aware at all, though. You know, I mean, I don't get it in being sports, though, so I can't see it. All right, boys. Let's go. Let's talk some G's.
Centro America TV, dog.
Centro America TV. That's not even a thing, dog. Why are you lying to me now? I'm about to Google that bitch too. Let's talk some G's. Let's talk some G's.
I swear it's really a thing.
Yeah, it's
No
on
shit.
DirecTV. Yeah, DirecTV.
No shit.
You can watch
And
all the
they
whack ass games from Guatemala and El Salvador.
I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight, dog. USL has better quality. I'll watch USL. I'm good. All right. Can we talk about some G's? Let's talk about some fucking G's. Any news or rumors? Listen, I've been at loop. I have not been keeping up with this last few days. I've been busy as fuck. Anything happen with the G's we need to talk about before we talk about the game versus San Jose?
I mean, I know Sega Koulibaly was at the game, right?
Oh, did I miss that? Was that a thing?
Yeah. I saw. Fuck,
I missed it. I haven't been in socials.
I was pretty out of it too. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I saw that somebody posted that he was in one of the suites, but not in the south end. He was on the west end, you know, the top right by the covered areas. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. I'm fairly certain I saw that, unless I was tripping balls, but I'm fairly certain that I saw that somewhere on socials that he was here already.
We lost myself
at the game.
All right. Let's see if I was back on. If not, then I'll fix this.
He was having issues. Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
Just reset it before we jumped on. Yeah.
It's all good. If he comes back on, I'll fix this.
All right, Eric. Lucifer 121 in chat said that he was. There you go. If someone can find the graphic, send it over to Rudy really quick on the chat.
Yeah, let me
Not
fix
chat,
this.
but on Discord. I mean, yeah.
Let me fix this real quick, though.
Oh, Logan Jones, see, 100% Sega was at the digs. Yeah, I don't know how you missed that.
Because I have not been on socials like at all this weekend. So yeah, I'm not ready for that. That's what I'm asking. But that's dope. Similar to what happened with Cabral, right? Where
oh, that's what it is. So he posted on his IG story.
Oh no shit, that's dope. That's man.
Let me see if he set it up.
I didn't see that. I must have missed it, and I'm sorry for the live edits. I was trying to figure that out. Real quick, we're gonna go with this until Masa hop back on. If he doesn't, then but maybe I should stretch this whole damn thing so it doesn't look like.
Or maybe you can just put me on the entire screen. That works.
Oh, you think so? I hate this guy, though.
Sega. The thing's not up anymore. But I guess it was on his stories. But I'm looking. He didn't put it up on his Yeah, it's not up there anymore.
Right,
but yeah,
stretch. Nope, the whole thing didn't stretch. Yikes! All right, well, this is gonna suck ass right now. Yeah, it worked.
All right,
this works. All right,
I like the blue.
Sega.
Hey, good thing I came, huh?
I would have been talking about myself, but we'll figure this out. All right, Sega in LA then. That's dope, right? Because he did talk about it in the conference that he was expected to travel this weekend, I think, right? So I'm glad he's here. Yeah, I think it comes in a good time, right? Even though, and I'm sure we'll talk about it, like, I don't think the defense is in a bad situation right now. I think we figure this out. Oh, I think Masa's back, which is fun. It's fun times.
It's funny because Derek Williams is also at the game in the stands.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear what Rice Squad did for him?
No, enlighten me. What happened?
No. I don't know. That's what I was asking because I read a tweet saying that they appreciate what Rice Squad did for Derek, but I didn't hear what they did, so I just wanted to know.
Oh shit! Well, someone knows in
Williams
the
at
the
Diggs
chat.
in
Let
the
us
private
know.
My
box.
bad.
Oh, all right, dope. Says Williams was at Diggs in the private box next to Lars. Lars gave him 3 chances to show support and it lifted spirits. That's dope.
All
That's
right.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Big shout out to Lars for that. But that's dope, though, man. Sega here, right? I think now we're only missing Ryan. I'm not even gonna try to say his last name.
Revolution.
Eso, huh?
Mhm.
Revolution. That one too. Yeah,
Revolution.
we're only missing him, and I think we have a squad. Which is dope because I think we gotta talk about this depth and how and if it's showing up and if we're gonna show up in the next few games. Anything else before moving to San Jose?
I think that's it. That was it.
Cool. Let's talk to San Jose. Let's talk lineup, right? Yeah, Bond.
Let's talk San Jose. Oh man, this is what I'm here for, just for that.
We come out with Bond at goal, which I think surprises nobody. Stairs Depew. Right. I don't think that surprised anybody either. Right. I think that was what we all expected to come in and replace Derek Williams. Biafania and Narajo playing out wide. With Dos Santos, Sasha and Efra in the midfield, Cabral, Dunbar, and Chicharo as our attacking front three. Or however you want to put it. Like I kind of give up on really telling you exactly where they play at. But that's just who's in the field and those who are attacking players. So it's fair to say that we all thought the Depew was going to come in for Derek Williams, right? That's not really a surprise, right? Dunbar for Granzier though.
Well,
Were you guys expecting that? Yeah, but were we expecting Dunbar to be the replacement?
No, I thought Efra was gonna go out wide.
What you think? Angel? On Dunbar, was that something you expected? What you think of Dunbar?
No, man, I really, based on the way, I don't know. It's right now. Vanny has given me a lot of different things, so I really don't want to say it's been one specific thing. Like, oh, well, he did this before, so. But in the past, I mean, if you ask me, and just in general, if your best player is available, right, well, your quote unquote best player, which is supposed to be Grand Sir, then you start him, right? Unless it's for sure, because I'd rather start him and be able to take him out than if he were injured, right? If he's injured, right? If there's still this concern of his injury, I'd rather start him and then be able to take him out, right? Because if he doesn't start, if you have in this case Dunbar. Then you put in, he comes in, Grand Sir comes in. Then, hey, I picked up my knock. It still hurts, and you just wasted a sub because then he's gonna have to come back out again. Right? That's how I saw it, which is why I was surprised. I'd rather start Grand Sir.
I think it's fair, but I was excited to see this, right? Because
the excited and Dunbar, fuck yeah.
And not only that, not only excited because it's Dunbar, but excited to see Vanny have faith in his young player like that. Right, we've seen that with Saldana because he's had his starts. We've seen that with Efra because he's had his starts, and I see it with Dunbar. Right, I think a lot of last year was us saying, "Hey, let me see these guys play. Let me see Wild. Let me see Chronic. Let me see Dunbar." And now we're seeing this, and it's really dope. Also, like last week, I said I wanted to see him come in as a sub when Grantier went down. Right, because I think he has enough pace that he could spread the field like Cabral was doing on the other side. So for me, like I didn't expect it by no means that I expected, but when I saw it, I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. I was super excited to see this lineup. I liked it. Sasha, let's talk about Sasha though, because Sasha was another one, right? I think on the last Monday's pod where we talked about it, I think we all pretty much banked on Vasquez being available or in Vasquez starting. So when you seen Sasha in the lineup, what's thoughts on that? Give me thoughts on that.
Okay, well, I'm curious. Why does Vasquez come into play into this? Because I don't think that they were necessarily for. To me,
we speculated. We speculated on Monday.
More so. Was that?
We speculated on Monday that he was going to play.
Right, but
that's why
I'm curious why the correlation to Kleston though, specifically because my thing was more, and I was going to get to is Vasquez as well, Efra as opposed to Vasquez. Right, that's what I was going to get to.
Really?
In my specific situation, I'd probably talk about Kleston and Harvey as that possible replacement. That's where I was a little shocked. I would probably prefer to see Harvey in that role that Kleston was in, as opposed to Vasquez, which would have been a little bit deeper.
No, but see, like
Don't you
I
think?
think but I think that's not the case though, right? Because I think we had a discussion last week where is Jonah really the only one back there, and the other two are having the more freedom to move around and create, right? When it was Legit and Efra, that was the case. Like or Legit and Sasha, I mean, that's the case. Like they have the more liberty to move around was with while Los Santos is the one that's cleaning up, right? He's really taking the defensive role while the other two have more freedom to move around, right? So that's why and then again, for us on Monday, that's after having a conversation, that's what we speculated. And Master, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most of us thought that Vasquez was gonna be in there. And for me, Efra was not a surprise.
I thought so too, but I thought Vasquez would play at the camera and Afro would play out wide.
Mm-hmm.
A wide, yeah, that's what you're talking.
So with Dunbar coming in, then I mean I wasn't mad at the lineup, especially where Kleshton played in the CM role, because there's no way you're gonna throw in Jonah to defend on the island with Vasquez and Efra playing in the middle. Like they're two offensive players that probably don't track back as well as Kleshton does. So yeah, I was okay with it. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, you know what? So I didn't have a problem with it, right? And I think a lot of that question comes from like retrospect, right? Once you look at how the game evolved, especially in the second half, is when it comes a question that, and we'll talk about it then. But Cabral getting second start was really good for me too. Like I was happy to see that. Like I was excited to see him really come in, and hopefully with a full team system, not a record, and see what we could do. And we kick off though. Like this is so when I saw the lineup, I was excited. Right. And then like the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like exactly what I wanted. Like it was really good. I liked it. There was intent to everything the guys wanted to do, man. Right. There was intent from like Dunbar. Like, listen, I'll get into more, but like Dunbar should have got respected more this game, and he should have got more balls when he made runs out wide. Right. I think there's a lot of like second looks at him. And not enough feeding of it to him, but I thought he did well, like sticking to a game plan of like stretching that team, making the runs, making sure that the defender has to move with him and opening spaces down the middle. I like what he did, man. Like it's not the first time they shows us that he's ready to play at this level.
Funny you mentioned that. It's funny because you mentioned that, and if you're watching in terms of, hey, I'm looking at the stats, or if I'm watching this kid play, I'm not seeing him getting any balls or anything. In my mind, you automatically go to like, well, this kid's not doing anything. He's useless. He's not he's been trashed. You can whatever you want to throw in there, but that's not necessarily the case. It was the off the ball work, the off the ball work that stood out to me, and I was like, yes, I need more of that. Listen, that the fact that his team wasn't playing his side, I get it. You have your designated player on the left side, just taking two players like it's nothing, just quick chips into the ball. I get it. But that's where I'm getting at with Dunbar, and I agree with you. Everything you just said right now, 100%. His off the ball work was 100, bro. It was spot on, and it's gonna get praised for or talk about much because it's not gonna be something that you're gonna see in the stats, or something that people are not gonna be looking towards because he wasn't.
You keep cutting off. I'm not sure if finished. What was the last thing you said? You cut off. I couldn't hear you.
Shit. That he wasn't playing enough. That Dunbar wasn't playing enough.
But again, like to what both of us are saying, right? Like it is not on him, right? Because he made the movement, and again, even if he didn't get the ball played, like he made that defender next to him take notice, right? Like he had a shift to him every time he made that run. Every time he pushed inside, like he had, like there was no way he couldn't ignore him, right? Even if he wasn't getting the ball pass. And that happened really early. Like I realized that really early, and I'm okay with that though. Like what I mean? Like I am 100% okay with this guy. I want him to get the ball a little more if he's gonna be out there when he's out there. But he did his thing. And we start seeing a lot of glimpses of who Cabral is, right? Last week I talked about like he still looked like he had his legs were a little heavy. He looked like he was like half a step behind, right? Even with the pace that he showed last week, and I think we saw it. We saw it this week, right? Like, it wasn't the first half, and it was I think maybe like 10, 15 minutes in, like he ends up coming back and getting the ball in midfield. There's like a slight hip movement, gets away from the first defender, and he's gone. I'm talking about like within seconds, he's like in the box. Step over takes him again, dog, and he finds like I don't know how he does it, but he finds lots of space. Like you know what I mean with his stride, like he finds a shit ton of space. I'm talking about the one where he chips the keeper, and they clear it off the line, like that, like he's like showcasing that, like that speed, like just like and I
And
might
so
sound a little sad.
smooth though too. So
Listen,
smooth.
I might be. You could easily say that I'm pulling the trigger a little early, but like, yeah, that kid is young DP level. Like you know what I mean? Like I believe that now. Like you know what I mean? Like that kid is young DP level. Like he knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants to do. I think he. Listen, you know the one note I have that I wrote in bold is I need him to score a goal. I need this kid to score a goal like ASAP, because right now that's what his mind is set on, that scoring a goal, right? And as soon as he scores a goal, he's gonna find Chicharito in all the spaces that he missed right now, right? Because right now he's driven to score that goal. He wants to score that goal, right? As soon as he scores that, in my opinion, it's a wrap, because he has the pressure off. He already scored a goal. He'll start the link up with Chicharito, and it's a wrap. Because like if you've seen the chances the chances that were close for Cabral, there were also like open passes for Chicharito on most of them, right? But he's not looking for that, and I get it. I'm not even. I want him to pass the ball, but I understand like why he's not passing the ball. Talk to me a little bit about like that. You know, the first 20 minutes of seeing Cabral really exploded some of the situations.
Just the way it looks so effortless, dog. Like, and just the little things, the way he takes an extra touch, or he drops his shoulder, you know, a little step over. It's so simple, right? Or makes it look so simple. He doesn't take an extra touch that is not necessary, you know. Like once he beats a defender, he's gone. He never comes back and takes he does too much, and it's always attack. And even when he has to defend, when he has to defend, he tracks back to do that too. Like he doesn't mind getting dirty, doesn't mind getting a little physical if he has to. Like he's just all around, or like doing his job. Yeah. But going forward, like it's just so effortless for him, dog. And that play alone, like drops his shoulder, takes a touch out, dog. He's gone. I was like watching the game. I was like, how the fuck does this fool have this much space? Like,
he finds that space. That's exactly right. Because like it's two defenders he takes. I'm sorry, and let me cut you off. But it's the two defenders it's two defenders that he takes to get that shot on goal, right? And it's a lot of coverage that he has on the field. It's like half a field. How do you find that space? Like, it aligned perfectly for him to showcase what he really has. And
then that chip right on his weak foot, supposedly, like, man. Like right, it was like perfect, bro. It's like literally right over the keeper. It wasn't even a crazy chip. It was just like little touch.
It was elegant, dog. It was elegant as fuck.
Simple, yeah.
Yeah,
and listen, I know like everything about that play was so smooth. Yeah.
And I'm not mad he took the chip, bro. I see people like Chicha's wide open. I don't give a fuck if he's wide open.
No. And again, I don't think he will. I don't think he will every time, right? I think he had to right now,
bro. After you do all the hard work, you're taking that. You're taking that. You're one-on-one with the keeper. You're not passing the ball. I'm not passing the ball.
Yeah, come on, bro. You're not professional player either, and you're not playing for your team either. Again, I'm not complaining. Right? What I'm saying is that option right there is an open option, right?
Right.
If my man doesn't have the monkey in his back that he needs to score a goal, like he's gonna look at that, and that's an option. I'm not saying that he will all the time, but I'm saying like he'll look at that option more once he scores that goal. Right? I think that's all he needs. He needs that one goal.
About this, I didn't really. It wasn't until you guys mentioning it right now that Chicho was open. I hadn't even thought about him at all this entire play. Because of that, you know, the way that Cabral, first of all, took on one player so smooth, took on the second one so smooth, chips the keeper so smooth. I was like enamored with the way he did. Like, focus was just this. Like this guy, like that was it. Everything else was just out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to watch it. I didn't even realize that Chicharito was open for the easy dive. Yeah, for the easy pass. Tap in. Was it tap in type of thing?
Yeah. Because he pulls everybody. Like he does everything. He pulls everybody, right? Again, I'm not mad at the chip though either, because he scores that like dog. Like it's goal of the week, right? He scores that. It's goal of the week. So I'm not mad at it. I'm saying like and it's not just that situation. It's like 2 or 3 other situations that we had where he was dangerous or where he touched the box. He also has Chicharito. But man, what's his goal? You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at that. I mean, we saw with Chicharito in preseason, right? You saw Chicharito in preseason, like Chicharito was trying to fight everything, trying to grab everything, because he's trying to score, because he needed that goal. Once he got the goal, then it started coming. I think the same thing's gonna happen with Cabron. Listen. I'm not in. To me, he's young DP quality, 100%. Two, I'm
100%.
excited, man. I'm excited, man.
And it's
This kid's
crazy
good.
too because like people don't like I don't know if people don't know him yet or he's just that skillful, right? Because they don't know if he's gonna go left or right. Like, and he doesn't give it up too early either. Like when he takes a touch and he goes either left or right, like you react to him. It's not like you make him react. Like the defender has to react to what he's doing. It's never the other way around. And it's beautiful to see, bro. Like a player that with that much skill.
No, and it's skill, right? Because I'm like a couple plays a scene. I'm asking him like not to fucking drive at the defender, right? Because you're driving at the defender, you're reducing the space you have in front of you, right? You're reducing the time you have to react. And I'm like in my head, I'm like, yo, like all right, like cut left, cut right, whatever it is, right? And my man goes at him, like in this play we're talking about it. My man's is like in his face before he does a step over, like on his heels, dog, and then he gets out. He's good, and he can find the space, and he accelerates ridiculous, bro. Like from 0 to 100, like ridiculous, bro. Like
it's crazy.
He's good. I like him. You know what I like too? I like the
Go for it.
Like I don't think he speaks a lot of English, but he's already connecting, right? Like you seen the work with Efra. You see, Chicharito thing's still missing a little bit, right? They're still missing but like with his midfielders, with Araujo, like not Araujo, with Villafaña, like the linkage is there, is getting there, right? And I'm excited to see like when the communication gets better, like it's gonna be good, right? When Vasquez finds him in those dimes with space, that's like it's gonna be good. I'm excited for this. All right, but let's keep talking about first half. There's a lot of chances, man. There's a lot of chances. And there's a lot of chances, but even in this first half, right? We're not necessarily super concrete, or we're not making a lot of chances, like other than like Dunbar being not Dunbar, Cabral being super fucking creative, like in finding his shot and finding his chip, like not a lot of inside the box, not a lot of like Chicharito balls for him to score, right? Like not the balls you want to find Chicharito.
Chicharito balls, that's fair, yeah. Because I was gonna say, I mean, we had the stairs off the pole, off the crossbar.
Yeah. So
the Efra,
the box. But Efra wasn't, but he also had the chip too, huh? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, can we talk about Efra for a second, though?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Let's talk Efra for first half, though. Let's talk Efra first half because I don't want to go first because you already know how I feel about Efra, right? So I don't want to skew this conversation in that direction just yet. So give me thoughts on Efra because not only that Efra was involved in a lot of plays. So I want to get your thoughts on his decision in a lot of these plays. I also want to get your thoughts on him getting looks because I know at least for the top of bat, I can remember 2 clean looks that he had a goal. I heard some talk about he needs to score these. What's your thoughts on that? So give me thoughts on his play in the first half, his contribution, and when he's been in front of goal, the decision he's made there.
You want to go first, Angel, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, let's go.
He's done a lot of things right, for sure. Right now, as of late, especially the last few games. This game, I don't think this game maybe was a little flat in terms of the in comparison to his previous games, right? In comparison to his previous games, because he's had good games. I know somebody saying he had a bad game right now. I'm just saying that I don't think this was an issue really with him. I think it was the squad as a whole, but it's because it was the nature of the game, right? The San Jose game, this rival game was not. We didn't look at, like Rudy, you were alluding to a little bit. We weren't as fluid, not necessarily as fluid, but there was just something off about this game in the way that our play was. It was more chippy. It was more ugly. It was to me, this was our ugliest win of the season, right? And I'm okay with it because of the nature of the game, and we'll get that to later. I think Efra falls in that category, right? In the overall of the game, not necessarily because he was terrible, but just because it wasn't the best showing from everyone, right, as a whole. Right, in my opinion. But in the box, like, well, okay, so he had one shot outside the box that he claims was touched off to a corner. I just think it's a really poor
it wasn't.
I think it was
it was right in front
terrible.
of that.
I think it was terrible. Yeah. Shots like that, though, to me, need to be on frame, at least for him. because that's his educated foot. There's this hype on him and his foot. Listen, if it's on his right foot or if it's some other player that doesn't have that hype on his left foot, just put it on frame, bro. Just make it difficult. Don't give me that chorrito, right? The second one, that chip, is twofold, right? I probably would have preferred to see him because it is on his left foot, and he had just gone instead of trying to chip, open up your hips and go to the bottom left. You know, kind of like legit did against
Austin.
LAFC. You know, open up a little bit the hips, get out wide, and go go out right. Oh yeah, Austin. Sorry, against Austin. Against Austin, same type of shit. The only difference is I want to see Effa do it. Right. If he goes for the chip, fuck it, it's ballsy. I'm not gonna give him shit for it. For that, that's what I'm saying. It's twofold. Now, here's what gets a little tricky, right? And it's not like I'm trying to knock him because I have to feel the same way then for Cabral if this is the case. Efra could have just given the ball off, laid it off to Chicharito on the instead of chipping. He just laid it off for Chicharito.
Or Sasha, for that matter.
Or Sasha. Actually, yeah, Sasha would probably been the better option because he was coming in from inside the outside the box and probably would have had the better angles opposed to Chicharito. So either two, right? Could have laid it off to the two. But it's no different to me, in my opinion, now than with Cabral. You know, not dishing it off for Chicharito. Listen, if the guys are getting in the right spots and creating the opportunities, fuck it, take it. I'm not gonna knock Effa for not scoring that, right? At least he took it. He got a little ballsy. He tried to chip the keeper. Listen, if it would have gone in, it would have been chipped. We would have been like, over here, like fucking Efra.
The keeper,
that shit was sick.
The
blah,
keeper
blah,
gets something
you
on
know.
it. The keeper gets something on it and it goes to a post, or else it goes in. The keeper gets
Right,
something, or
yeah.
because you know what I mean. Like so, to your point, you can't argue.
Yeah, exactly. No, preferably, I think right there, you know, open up the hips and go back post, right? Open up the hips, go back post, especially if it's on your educated left foot. Like, because even then, I still think it was too close, maybe to chip. Like, if you're gonna go with a chip when you're that close to the goalie, I think I probably would have preferred to see you get wide because you're gonna go to the same angle anyways. You're going to the back post. You're going to the opposite side. So why not open up your hips and go around him? My opinion, right? My opinion. But again, at the end of the, and maybe in retrospect, because we ended up winning, I'm cutting it some slack. Maybe if the result would have been different, right? Maybe if we would have lost, maybe we would have tied. Maybe we would have been like, what the fuck, Efra, blah, blah, blah. But again,
listen, what the fuck, Zlatan, right? We give Zlatan this shit for that. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, you know what he did? He was right. He was alert. He was alert for it. And the thing I am also happy with him is that he did something, right? He stuck with, really, you're the biggest guy. You mentioned this in preseason, right? That a lot of the guys, Efra included, who I've had a big issue for that, right? Second guessing himself too much. Here, like, maybe it wasn't the best decision, but what did he do? He committed to what he was going to do and he followed through, right? And I'm okay with that. Just follow through. If you're second guessing yourself too much, more often than not, you're going to end up fucking up. Yep. Right? Commit to what you're going to do. Commit. And I'm good with it.
Masa, you give me some thoughts on Efra. Because this guy's polarizing. He has
with Angel. Right? I don't want to give him shit because I thought the game was okay on his end. I'm a little upset with that chip. Not that he tried it or whatever, because then back to what Angel said, right? You got to be mad at Cabral for doing it. But I think the circumstances are different. It's a goalkeeper error, dog. You make the goalkeeper pay, so that has to be in the back of the net, 100%. Chip or not, that's an error. It's not like you build up to that. It's like he literally gave it to you, and you're 1v1. Just put it away. You're 0-0 right now. Put that shit away. The Cabral, it's more of circumstance. You took on the defender, keeper comes out, you chip him, right? But that was my only issue with Efra. I thought, other than that, back to Angel, the shot he had in the first half, he should have been on target. He was inside the 18 with no defender in front of him. That should have been on target. At least make the goalkeeper work. That it doesn't have to go in. I'm not gonna be too harsh. You know, shit is difficult to score. But at least on target. But yeah, the one that gets away from him, to me, the chip, he should have put that one away. Just because it's a goalkeeper error, bro. Agreed. It's a goalkeeper error. Like, he gave you the fucking ball.
Agreed. You're 1v1.
That's
my only issue.
I so here, right? Like the shot from like right outside the box. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea that he missed that by a margin, right?
No,
like, he doesn't miss that. And why I'm not mad at it? Huh?
That was bad, wasn't it? It
No,
was
it
pretty
wasn't.
It
bad.
was
No, no, no,
it
no,
was
no,
closer
no.
than it looked, but it has
It's a
to
lot
be.
closer than it
It
looks.
has
No,
to.
no,
It has to be on
but see,
target, though.
but why I'm not upset about it, and we can have different opinion here. But why I'm not upset about it is because he tried that. Like he tries to put it in the bottom corner, right? Like he tries to do that. It doesn't come out. Like
Yeah, I mean, I want him to
if for
shoot.
me, yeah. Listen, if for me, if he's like coming into a ball and just putting everything behind it and it goes and he skies it, yeah, right. But we like this one, he tried to put it like the bottom corner, right? Like if the keeper, I think keeper gets to it either way.
Yeah.
And again, you go back and look at it. It's not. He doesn't miss by far margin because that's right in front of me. He doesn't miss by far margin, and he tries to do something. So I'm not necessarily upset about that one decision on that one
No.
or taking it where he wants to place it. Right. The chip end of the handle, like that one, I have a problem with because of what what Massa said. Right. The keeper gave you a fucking goal. Right. Now, to the keeper's defense, in my opinion, I think open up your hits doesn't work because that's the angle the keeper was trying to protect. Right. So I think even if it comes back to his first ball, being that he's left footed, puts it back first ball, you could put it away. Or just give it up to Sasha. Or if you have the angle for Cheech, which I'm not sure if he does, give it a Cheech, right? But like secure that because they just gifted you something. Right?
Yeah, Sasha was coming right from the top of the 18 now, huh?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, yeah, and he would just dish it right in. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like you have to secure that. Like for me, like I've
I mean,
been
you
on
guys are
this
harsh
pod.
on him.
No, I listen. I'm a
You're
fan
the
of.
one that's like, man, fuck Efra.
I'm a fan of Efra, dog. I'm a fan of Efra, but because I'm a fan of Efra, I know he has the vision to see Sasha. I know he has the vision to see Cheech, right? And I want him to secure it most of all. If he scores that chip, again, we're not talking about this, right?
Well,
But
I'm not mad at the chip, right?
I'm mad at
it. No, I'm mad that he should have put that away. 100% should have put that away, chip or not. I'm not mad that he tried it. I want my players to have that confidence, bro. Like I'm not mad at the chip.
That part, right? So
but it should have been in the back of the net just because it's a goalkeeper error. Like my man gave it to you, bro. 1v1. Put that shit
at 0-0. At 0-0, exactly. Capitalize on it, right? Yeah, 100% agree with that. But let's talk about this, right? Because I don't want to come out as a hypocrite here. I'm big on players. I'm big on players like making up their mind on what they want to do and going about it, right? Like making a decision and going for it. Looking at the game in front of you and making a decision then and there without second guessing it, without letting it escape you. So I like all this, but because they are doing it, and now I think I have to like now the demand is make the right decision now, right? Like now you're comfortable taking decisions. Now you're comfortable looking at it. Now let's make better decisions here. I like it though, man. I like it, and I like it, and I like seeing it from who I'm seeing it. Right, I expect to see it from Cabral. He's my young DP. I expect to see it from Jonah. I expect to see it from Cheech. I expect to see it like from like senior players. I expect that Vasquez, he has to do that, right? But I like seeing it from these kids. I want to go to the second half because I want to talk about something I saw in the second half that like really got me really excited. But before we go that, let's talk a little bit more about the first half. That play with the corner. Ever puts in the corner. Stairs gets up. Stairs gets up, and man, he gets it clean, bro. He gets nothing but fucking forehead, dog, like clean as hell off the post. Off the post. I mean, that like that middle post, like it came back right back out. I'm not mistaken. Jonah cleans that up, right, and tries to put it wide.
I was ready to. Yes. I was ready. I was drinking my little modelito, bro. In Arizona on the couch watching this shit. And I seen that fool hit that shit. I literally got up like I'm walking out the phone. That's a banger.
Same, bro. Same.
Like, that's exactly what I thought, right?
Opens up his hits.
It reminded me of that Orlando goal he scored a couple seasons ago. I was like, this shit's a wrap. That's just going top bins.
And listen, fuck San Jose, first of all. But to their credit, like their defenders off the line, right? That was at this point the second time because like one was Cabral's chip and then Jonas fucking banger because they robaron because like man, that take is everything, right? The way he comes into it, again, like keeping his body like over the ball so it doesn't sky it, opens up the hip, it gets a nasty whip on it, took ass power, and that fucker just had to put his head there, right? Like it was again. That being said though, like San Jose, like they had a couple chances in the first half. I'm trying to remember them because I want to talk about that. They had a couple chances in the first half where I feel like because we're not putting these away, because we're not being concreted in the final third, like there was a shot there where we could have been down in the first half, undeservingly because in the pitch, like it was only the Galaxy, in my opinion, right? One problem that we saw the whole night, at least in my opinion, is that we try to make these passes in like in the finest of margins. Like we're looking for the real hard
Mhm.
through ball down the middle to let you to some space instead of going around like we have been, right? Like where we've been looking at these early crosses to beat the defense, right? Or the defense is running a goal. We're a little too stagnant this time again. Where like we're looking at these fine margins, like looking to put the balls in between like two defenders, and you could, but it has to be like a very like precise pass. And we went to that over and over and over again. Like we never got away from like looking to find these dimes, right? Where we can make some easier passes around it and move the ball around. Thoughts on that?
And I think that's what the coach wants, though. You feel me? Like he wants to play out the back, and I think he's playing to that point where they're getting used to the system, and he's like, have confidence in your midfield, right? So when your midfielder gets the with the ball with back to goal, he's gonna be able to handle that pressure. I
Yeah.
think that's exactly what he wants. Because there was a couple plays where Kleshtin got the ball and he, take a little touch to the side, turn the defender perfectly, and then there was so much space in the middle because of the way San Jose was pressing or trying to press in the middle. But most of the game, we were getting past that midfield, and there was such a big ass gap from their defense and their midfielder that once we beat that midfield, the shit was like 30 yards of space, bro, just to get creative and do what we had to do.
Well,
I think that was the game plan. I personally, right?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
and
margins of error, like it's hard. It's very difficult to play that ball, but I think most of the game it worked, and when it didn't work is when we put ourselves in danger.
well, see, like I don't even think I think you're right, and I like the fact they're doing that in finding that space. But when we find that space, at least for me, and argue with me if you think I'm wrong, but like the attacking players, when we broke that space, when we got that space, they all kind of looked to come in, right? And San Jose pretty much had to stand in front of them, or the ball was coming towards them. Like we didn't open up that field enough.
We didn't change up our approach. What you're referring to?
Yeah, like what I mean. Nobody was really super wide to make sure that somebody had to check out with them, right? Like put defense out. Like everybody kind of like went to the top of the box or around the box and kind of looked to try to get a pass. And then now you're looking, and that's what I'm talking about, like these fine margin passes, right? Like because you're looking at everybody in the box and you have to get it through 3-4 legs before you can hit the pass you're looking for, right? Where like we seen it, like even with the goal against Austin, right? Like we had a lot of that, but then there was the one breakaway where Julian got wide, and when he got wide, he whipped that shit in early, and it beat the defenders because now he had them running against them, right? Like we didn't see much of that. Period, right? Like when we saw it, it was because somebody got away with it with a step over, right? But it wasn't like those through balls they're looking into space. They're through balls looking into the box, and especially in the first half, which was a little frustrating. There's somebody comes in the second half who changes that for me. But first half it finishes 0-0. I honestly feel like definitely dominant team, right? Not the best looking, but definitely dominant for this game.
100%.
And how we're not up at minimum 2-0. Go figure.
I mean, still, the Bond had a couple. If I recall clearly, at least one or two good saves.
Yeah, but they were like,
yeah,
they're saves that I want my goalkeeper to make, right? Because I want their offense to take those shots because I'm not too worried about a fucking 25-yard shot that they had.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But you know what it is to me? I guess just my bias, right, for being a Galaxy fan and playing San Jose. I'm just never comfortable in this game.
And I don't think
I think that's what it is. Well, yeah, because I don't feel as we should have been up to 0 and at the half. Sure, maybe because of the chances, fine, whatever. But oh shit.
Well, listen, I think we actually had.
Give me a sec, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. We did have really good. We had chances, right? The reason why I said we should be up at least 2-0 at the half is because we had really good chances to be there, right?
I agree with you. The first thing I said, my bad. The first thing I was watching with a couple of my nephews in Arizona, and I was like, "Yo, like we should be up 2-3-0, easy, right?" That's exact same sentiment as you. And because we had the chances to put it away early.
Yeah, and then it puts us in that situation, right? But we're talking about Bond now because, maybe if, at least in the first half, some of the blocks weren't out of the world, But we put him in a situation where he has to make these blocks. Because if he doesn't
Yeah.
make these blocks, if he has a slip up back then, we're going down at half, 1-0 or 2-0, right? Like at half in a game that we should be up 2-0. So like that, like again, I'm not mad at
Video.
what
Just had an
the boys
emergency.
did. All good. You good? We're good?
Yeah. No, it's just the kids.
Cool.
My bad. So where were you guys? My bad.
We're talking about the chances that San Jose did create and that we could have been down even a game that we're dominant in the first half.
Oh, right. And that's what I was getting to. Maybe that's San Jose bias, and I hate them. This is rivalry game. Sure, maybe because of the chances. We talk about the chances. Yeah, definitely, deservedly so. We probably should have been 2-0, 3-0, whatever, based on the chances alone. I just was not comfortable in that first half. Maybe because of that, right? We went into the half 0-0. And things can change drastically in the second half, and we should have put these away. It's just this. This is what I said from the beginning, like from the very beginning of the pod, or early on, not beginning, but early on, is this specific game to me was probably the ugliest game that we've had all season long, and rightfully so. It's the type of game. It's that San Jose. It felt like a San Jose LA game. Maybe not to say to the past in terms of like how intense it probably was, but in terms of it being scrappy or not being pretty. Not being pretty for either side or anything. It's just fuck that, man. I was just not comfortable. Yeah,
to that point though, to that point, I did feel like the G's were a little more aggressive than they have been in the past, though, right? Like physical, they were going at it, and not backing down. And it's usually like Galaxy having to meet that, where I felt it was the other way around, right? Like Galaxy came out physical, they came out to get it, and San Jose slowly had to build up to meet that. But we had Dos Santos and Julian with fucking yellow cards in the first half, right?
Yeah, true.
How many? Like I forgot how many fouls we got, but like there was quite a few fouls in the Galaxy's end. Like what I mean, these guys were going after. Again, I'm not mad at that one bit.
I like the intensity that they brought because it's usually the opposite, right? It's unmatched from our end for whatever reason. Man, bro, like first half, Espinoza nowhere to be found. You're talking about one of the better midfielders in the league, in my opinion, right? I hate to say that about San Jose player, but he couldn't with Julian, bro. Like he looked slow against Julian, and that's never the case with that player. They took him out the game. They took Cade Cowell out the game, and he's a lot faster than our two CBs. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
You know who surprised the fuck out of me? Jonah.
Oh, when he Jonah ran down the line with Cade, I was
man, man. Where'd that come from? And you know what? It's something I life mimics game or whatever, right? But like when we play pro clubs, I tell my white backs, like, don't run after a player, cut the line, like run the line, make sure you meet him there, right? Don't go after him, meet him there. And Jonah does that. Like Jonah's like his mind is so smart, because he does that, right? I don't think I know he's not faster than than Cowell. Like I don't think that's happening. Like that gets fast, like, but that was so smart that when the way he runs, he met him where he needed to, and took everything away from him. Like he had nothing. I think he touched back or something like that, right? Where at one point it looked like he had mad space to fucking run. Ah man, right. And at the pace that it was done, like what he did there, and again, that's not gonna be no stat books, and that's why we have people talking about like, is he really deep equality? And we'll talk about it as one of the questions. Like in his, that's what we're failing to see, like that effort right there, right? Like if you the first shot you see of him with that space, you're like, fuck, he has like all that right hand side.
Right? I'm like, who is it, Cade? I was like, damn, he's about to smoke him, bro. And he meets him at the fucking line, and he just slides in when he tries to put the cross, bro. I don't even think he gave him the corner. I don't even think a corner came out of that. I think it came out to the side. I was like, fuck, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And that work, at least in the first half, was all there, man. Like I seen. Listen, that was by far was like the longest sprint he did, but I seen that like a lot throughout the first half. I seen Jonah like block crosses and chances in the box like twice, back to back sliding, right? Like effort wise, bro, like. Yeah, and you pairing him up with fucking Sasha and Alvarez in the midfield, right? Like Jonah for me this game, he went on 50 minutes. We got to talk about that, but Jonah for me, at least in the first half, man, like that work ethic, that pace, man, like it's. Or not that pace, that work ethic.
He's had that the last few games, though.
Yeah,
I think we addressed it since the Seattle game. I remember we had a a chat that I know Masa and I, oh, we didn't even have the conversation about Seattle. That's the pod that we didn't do. But Masa and I talked about it in the pod following after that, where we talked to her. She was like, yo, Jonas having DP level game. And
Performances.
yeah, because again, this goes to the bias that people look for the stats, right? They look for if you're not an assist or if you don't score a goal,
You know what's my favorite? My
or if
bad,
you're not the
Angel.
keeper with all the bunch of saves, like all these things, all this additional work that's part of the game. Like all that work that he does contributes completely to the game. If he doesn't do this work, then we're getting spanked, right?
Mhm.
And this has not been the case this year. It really
Yeah.
hasn't. And it's because to me he is playing like a DP level caliber. At least the last few games or so. Maybe not the first game of the regular season, but ever since then he has.
Just to add to Angel real quick, my favorite one was seeing like, oh well, he didn't make any tackles. The way he positions himself, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to make a tackle,
Yeah.
bro. Like he intercepts the pass before it happens.
Or
And
listen,
this is stuff
even
that people don't see or don't want to see, or they're not fully paying attention to what's going on. I don't know what it is.
even when he doesn't make the interception, right? Even when he doesn't get in between the pass, he'll cut the lane so they don't have that pass onto goal. You know what I mean? Or they don't have the pass out to space. Like it's all that, man. Like he when it comes to like his the way Vasquez sees the game going forward, right? Like the way he sees the game going forward and the touches he has is the same way Jonah sees like the recovery of the ball or the just the gatekeeping of that midfield. You know what I mean? Like he's so good at kind of like reading where the play is going and being there to cause some kind of chaos. And I really like it. It just I mean, yeah. Listen to
Right,
Adrian's.
and it's because we have it's this bias of the attacker, right? It's either
Yeah.
you score goals or you block shots, right? There's no in between. It's that in between that gets lost all the time because people are only focused. And that's listen. If you want to take the if I'm calling you out or you're taking a shot, then take it however the hell you want. This is just a fact, right? This is why people don't think that Jordan has been playing like DP level, as of late. There's a reason why we are in, was it third place right now with
Yeah.
a game in hand where we could potentially be entitled for first. Listen, if we were in the East, we're back to this conversation.
Yeah.
If we were in the East, we'd be first place.
Yep.
And a lot of it is because of his work that goes unnoticed. He's not on the stat sheet.
Listen, it's the only reason why Kante isn't in the Ballon d'Or already,
Jesus.
right? Like it's the only reason he's not it because what he does is
You haven't watched that game?
nah. I'm gonna watch because
Okay.
I heard he bosses. Yeah, I heard he bosses.
Watch it.
But listen,
Watch
but it's the same reason. Like it took that for him to like people were talking about him, right? Like, but he's been in Boston in the midfield for a minute. It's same thing. Nah, I'm not comparing levels, but I'm saying like that level, and he still doesn't get recognized. Jonah does similar for us in our level, and he's not getting recognized. I agree with you guys. This year he's definitely proving his worth.
I like
let's move it.
I like the comparison, 100%. I didn't even think about that. That's facts as
But
fuck.
but
Yeah, not levels, just like
not
position
levels,
wise and
but
the recognition.
Work,
Yeah,
the work that
Yeah.
he does for Conte does for Chelsea is
yeah,
similar.
comparable. Yeah,
For France
sure.
too. Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's move into the second half because second half things get a little weird. Jonah goes down like 6-7 minutes after the half starts, right?
Yeah.
Tightness and cramping again.
Yeah.
It's been said that or they were talking about it like how he steps incorrectly and that's what causes his his cramping. Nah, boys, like listen, the way he's been playing, right? He's been looking like he's worth the money.
Right.
But in the same games though, like there's been multiple times where he hasn't been taken out because he has this thing where he's cramping up, where he's tightening up.
But it's only come out, I think,
3
due
times
to
now.
injury twice. Only due to injury though, because they've been working on it, right? But you expect them not to come out after you pair him up in the midfield with Efra and Sasha? Look at the amount of
Fair.
work he did. Look at the sprint
Yeah, that
to
work
chase
rate,
Cape
yeah.
out. Like Angel, I remember Angel hit me up and he's like, "Damn, fucking Jonah went down." And he was pissed, right? Because at that point it was 0-0. He's like, "Here goes Jonah again," and I'm like, and I told Angel, you know what? Like, not that I ever want him to see him injured, but I'm happy he went down with us, and not with Mexico. 'cause
Mexico?
it-
Oh, yeah.
my god, bro.
I'm a complete dickhead. I'm a complete dickhead because when
That's
this
true. He did
happens,
say that.
when this happens, Jeremy says, "Fuck, he went down." And I said, it's cool. That means he's not gonna go with Mexico. He's gonna get recovered by the 19th. He's back. I'm a dick. I'm sorry, my Mexican people. You know what I mean? I know y'all it's important for y'all, but like,
You
if
know
it's
what's
gonna
funny?
happen, right now is a good time to happen. You know what I mean?
Masa's
It's
spot
not-
on though. Like, I wasn't when he messaged me that I wasn't even thinking about Mexico, bro. I wasn't.
'Cause
That I was just concerned. Like fuck, completely forgot about that. Like it's not. And like right now, Rudy, you mentioned this part like that you said he's not even going to Mexico. Like I forgot. This is he. That means he doesn't play until the 19th again, right?
No.
Like cause it's a 2-3 break.
Yes, it's the 19th. Next
Yeah,
next Galaxy game is the 19th. Listen, this is not
I didn't even
confirming
think
that
about
he's
that,
not going to
yeah.
Mexico. This is not
Yeah, it's
confirming.
not
I,
confirmed,
that was just my thought. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if he's injured, he's not gonna go out, right?
But
If
see,
he doesn't
like,
go out, then he has 3 weeks to fucking get better. Like, I'm okay.
Or like, see,
Not
like
mad.
the reason why I don't have issues with this, he chose to stay. He didn't have
Yep.
to stay.
Yep.
He chose to stay to finish his game out, and the performance he put in the first half. Like, how can you be mad like
So
that? My man went down again, right? Like, I get it. It's a recurring thing, but they honestly this staff has been working on it, and
Yeah.
he's played most of the games, and I'm cool with it because it's not something else, right? It's something that we already knew that it was going to be an issue. So, I mean, I don't
well,
have an issue with
here
him going down.
let me ask you this then, right? Since you brought up the Mexico thing and all that, like, how much of it is precautionary then, right? Did he feel something like, oh, let me just not so I could go to
Well,
Mexico?
From what I heard, it was precautionary, right? They pulled
Right.
him to
Yeah.
not hurt him. Like I'm pretty sure Vanny knows that Jonah's an important piece to his team. They're not gonna risk it. Whether he goes to Mexico or not, he might go just to get treatment. Their doctors might want to take a look at it. Whatever it is, he goes. Whether he plays is a different story. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, so I don't have info on that. I can't comment on that. But I mean, I'm happy. I'm not happy, but I'm saying like I'm okay with it just because he chose to stay here and he
Yeah.
gave everything he had in that game against San Jose, which usually doesn't happen. And my man went down. It just shit happens, bro.
Man, listen, I know. I even gave some caution when we talked about Vanny in the early of the season and what he was talking about culture and what he wanted to bring. I gave the caution. I said I wasn't buying into it, but I gave him caution because, like, I mean, we heard some shit like this before. I don't think there's a doubt that he's definitely working on the culture part of this, right? Like, the boys are up for all the games, and then, like, you've seen the games that should matter are starting to matter. Or am I just overthinking it? Talk to me.
I think you're spot on because if didn't the Galaxy put out something before the game, like some type of mini hype video where Vanny's voice, right? And it's like a trajectory of the Galaxy's history with San Jose, right, from the early days to the more recent games, right, where you have a lot of the moments have happened in the past, and it's his voice, right? And he talks about the importance of this game, right? Am I
I think so.
Or
No,
am I
I
not
think
true?
you're, no, you're right.
That and I think when Masa may have been you that we talked about it before that the guys don't show up for San Jose, and it felt like they did this game,
Yeah.
right? And which is why I talked about, hey, this game was ugly, it was gritty, that's why it felt like an old San Jose game. It wasn't.
Yeah.
The games has been the last few games. It felt like an old San Jose game, and this I'm glad you guys brought this up because I wonder how much of this you think is Vanny, right? Because
Oh man,
that's
100%.
big to me. Like,
have you been hearing
I
it,
was
like the
so-
press conferences?
not really. No, what I miss? Enlighten me.
You don't miss you don't miss anything. But what is there though is like the way he talks and what he's saying. Like, it's pretty transparent to what's going on in the field, right?
Okay.
What's going on even like on the graphics and the way that the Galaxy expressing, like, you know what I mean, all that shit. Like, it's one thing right now, right? Like, it all feels like it's one thing, which is exactly what you want, right? You want like the voice of the Galaxy, whether it be fucking DTK or whether it's fucking Vanny or whether it's Chris Klein's all sound the same or his social media, they all sound the same, and they are, man. Like, so I got to give a lot of credit to Vanny, and I'll say it's Vanny because Klein's here. Klein has been here. We hadn't seen this, right? DTK, he's been here. He was with GPS, but this wasn't it. Van has been talking about it, and Van has been like actually doing it though. Like, Vanny, man, yeah, yeah, man. I'm like,
Well, that's what I'm
about it,
saying, and
dog.
I don't recall the details on the video, like if it was Vanny or not. I can't recall, but the purpose, what I'm bringing up is that right? That it's this feeling of, hey, it's not, yes, LAFC game is always gonna be important for these guys. I get it, But now you have your coach, or we talk about culture, right? You have these guys on the bench that before that was the rivalry, right? So maybe our current players don't get it, but if your coach is telling you, "Yo, fuck these guys, we hate these guys, we want to beat these guys," like it was, I was listen, I hated this game because I loved the game, right? Does that make sense? It was like the old days,
Yeah.
are like, fuck, I hate playing San Jose, but I love playing San Jose. Like I was like that. I was watching it at a bar and by myself. Just I had this. I listen. I've been good on beer, but I had to have a beer for this shit. Like I was just
You needed one?
like, fuck, I needed, bro. I ended up drinking like three, like three. It was that because I felt it. This time around, I felt it. You saw the
Yeah.
guys getting after, and that to me was big, man. I missed that a lot. I missed that so much from this game.
So let's go into the second half. Like I said, we're on Jonah. Jonah goes out, Saldaña comes in. Yeah, I mean, no question about that, right? Like Saldaña comes in, we know what we're getting, and it's I'm happy that that's like a go-to sub. Like that's not. I mean, obviously, I think one of them is like Sasha's already in the field, so he down the pecking order, he's coming up next. I'm not mad at it, right? Because you could have brought in Harvey. Harvey was in the bench, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
he
we
was.
could have brought in
Even
Harvey.
my boy People was on the bench, bro. What's up?
Oh shit, he was.
He
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the
it's
first time.
crazy.
This is the first time this season that he's been on the
Yeah.
bench, right?
Yeah.
No shit. I didn't even notice that. So he comes out. Saldaña doesn't misstep for me. Saldaña actually is probably my favorite game from his. He seemed like he more sure of himself, right? Like he
Yep.
was willing to go. He was willing to go attack. He was willing to take an extra step and move with the ball, right? Like he wasn't just looking to get rid of the ball. I liked it. I didn't think he missed a step. I think defensively. We saw the midfield be a little looser, right? Where there was more spaces for San Jose to come in and towards the middle, because Jonah wasn't there. But like, it's not like Saldaña wasn't trying to cover the spots, right? It's just there's levels to this shit. But Saldaña is good, man. Coming in as sub, like 57th minute, 60th minute, like come on, there's still a quarter of the game left. Let's go, or a third of the game left. Let's go, right? Like it's good. He comes in. It doesn't change much. I think it's still a lot of the same Galaxy controlling. Not necessarily finding anything super clear, right? I know there's a few plays in here where Cheech gets the ball. One of them gets kind of tangled in his legs. He can't get rid of it, and gets a couple of stuff in top of the box. But again, it's these plays where like it's just top of the box stuff, like with everybody in front of you, trying to do a lot to get around 3-4 players. In the 67nd minute, San Jose brings in, the hated guys, right? San Jose brings in a guy who lives in Angel's Head rent free, Juan Delosky and Palmieri, Palmieri, Chris Wondolowski, and the guy who lives in your head for free.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Jay Salinas. The Galaxy answered by.
I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, bro. I was scared. I was.
You put in Wondolowski and you put in Jay Salinas. You know they're gonna want it. You know they're gonna want it, right? And listen, and it's not like they're taking out like bums, right? They take out Cowell and they take out Lopez, right? Like they take out like players who were like. If you gotta take anything from San Jose in the first half, is those players, right? Like maybe a couple.
Yeah,
of
they were
ones in
working
there.
hard for sure for them.
But
Yeah.
but like you know what I mean, like you don't want to take them out. But they come in. Galaxy answers by taking out Efra, Dunbar, bringing in Victor Vasquez and Granzier.
And that's what. So I want hold right there. So there was this guy standing next to me watching the Dodger game, right? So it simultaneously, obviously, LA versus the Bay on one side, LA versus the Bay on the other side, right? So it was dope. And he was more of a baseball guy. He knew a little bit about the Galaxy, so we're having this conversation. Like, oh yeah, I used to watch it when Beckham was there, blah blah, right? So I explained to him, yo, this rivalry here, like I was explaining to him, like this is like same shit. What you're watching there is the same thing here. It's Giants, Dodgers, San Jose, LA. It's the same exact shit that we have going on. It's like, all right, for sure. So at simultaneously, we're like, yeah, let's go, right? That happens. I see Wondolowski and I see Salinas, and I don't give a fuck about their third guy, right? I'm like, fuck me, like this, like literally what I did here, and he's like, yo, like what's up? Like he asked me like what's going on. So I quickly explained to him like this and this and this, and looking at him, I hadn't noticed that we had our players coming in, right? This is how fucked we've been as of the last 5 years as Galaxy fans. I'm not concerned to our bench because automatically I think that our guys on the field are it. Like those are
Yeah,
gonna be
nobody
our
else.
guys, and
Yeah,
like and I'm feeling like fuck, man. San
like
Jose
here we
has
go.
Wondolowski coming in, and
Yeah,
Salinas
here
like
we go.
fuck here we yeah, like exactly. It was I was like
Yeah.
fuck, I was this, like I'm like bartender, give me another beer right quick. Like it was that, And then so I tell him like quick, just it wasn't like a long ass conversation because obviously I'm really invested in the game, but I'm just quick preaching a little bit, spreading the Galaxy gospel so we can get another
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
going right. So I get him like, hey, we hate this dude, like fuck them, blah blah blah, and then turn look up, and then that bro, like literally, because it was like that quick. They show Salinas, they show Wondolowski, the announcers say what they say, like oh the experience or whatever, and then our guys, bro, it's so nice when you have Victor Vasquez coming in, and when you have Samuel Grandsir coming in off the bench as substitutes, immediately that shit of like, oh, I need another beer. Like fuck these guys. I was like, oh, hold up, what? Hold up, what my team is doing? What now? Like nah,
Well,
we good. I'm
can
good. Like I felt
listen.
so good.
I gotta say something though, right? Yes, because you're 100% right. It's Vasquez and Grandier coming in as subs in the 63rd minute, right? Like that's like what like it's coming off the bench right now. Like cool. I'm also a little hurt to see Efra and Dunbar leave though, right? Because prior to this, right, there was like a good like 2 minute span where I saw Julian touch to Efra, who touches Saldana, who touches to Dunbar, who touches back to Julian, and they put a cross in. That gets it gets they clear it out. I think it's Saldana who recovers it, gives it to fucking Efra, who gives it to fucking Dunbar, and they're back at it. Like, look at the names I just talked about right there, right? That conjunction of teaming up with all that youth that are like fucking homegrown, bro.
Yeah.
And they're looking good at there. Like there's moments there, like where I know it's 0-0 still at the point, and we haven't looked that dangerous, but like we're playing really, really well right now. Like I mean, there's some movement in there that it's really, really well. I understand you have to answer those subs, right? Like when Vanny sees that's what's lining up. Okay, like they're gonna go after it now. We have to bring some players to kind of go after ourselves, right? I understand it, but
right.
I gotta say, like I was like, damn, like listen, I want to see Efra. I want to see current form Efra play with Vasquez because I think those two could open up a field real nice. You know what I mean? Like I want to see that happen, right? I get it. It's not this game, and I understand the subs, and the subs actually make a difference. But I will say, like in game, this is happening. I'm like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Fuck, just like. But boys come in. Funny, right? Because the first ball Vasquez touches is a bad touch on him. I think he just kind of loses and goes back out. It had gone to him of a throw in it, and it kicks it back out. It's another throw in against us. But that was the last bad touch I saw. That was the last bad touch I saw. Because my man is. If we're talking about Cabrera being smooth, this guy is silk, dog. This is where I'm gonna leave the door open smooth, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker like smooth. Like, listen, he's in the pressure and he's just kind of like holding the ball with his left foot, just kind of like stepping on it. Like you're not playing pickup, my guy. Like, you know what I mean? Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I love it. I love the fact that he can do that. But it's crazy for me to see. Like he's playing a professional match who has been choppy, who has been, physical, and he can hold the ball up like it's nothing. Man, Vasquez is something else. For me, he changes the game.
100%.
For me, he changes the game.
Crazy.
I liked what Sebastian had been doing, right? And I was like, okay, maybe Vasquez is not the first option. Maybe he comes in and he could do this. But man, like I don't know, man. I really like what he does. And the thing about it is that he's so contagious that the rest of the team starts playing like him.
Dog.
You know what I mean? It's so stupid because
we'll get there because this shit happens after the goal.
Like, does it have to go? Okay.
Yeah, when they start fucking. I know where you're going with this.
So like, listen, remind me because I saw it. I don't remember.
So
when they start,
play you're talking about.
No. So before
that.
Before that. Do San Jose get those chances before or after we score? There's a good 10-minute span where the double save happens, and there's a few more chances that Bond has to get to for that.
I'm fairly certain it was after.
After. So all right. So let's talk about this goal because Grandsir had just came in. He had just come in with.
Because you're talking about the one Wondolowski missed, right?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. Yeah,
Wondolowski shoots and then Salinas follows up right away and just misses.
That happens after.
Yeah, I think that's right after. Yeah.
So let's talk about this goal.
It happens right now.
I don't recall how Granzier gets the ball on top of the box, but Granzier the ball on top of the box.
So that's the play you're talking about, where
Yeah.
Vasquez just standing
Oh,
over
was
the
it?
fucking ball,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then he finds Sasha, and he hits Granzier. Then Granzier takes his man on,
Kind of
and
trucks him,
then
huh?
fool fucking ran that fool
Fucking,
over, bro.
fucking
That shit was
dunk it,
amazing.
bro.
Like I
Boom.
only saw this. I only saw this on the when I watched it at home because on the game I thought he dropped him from like skill move or something, right? I thought he crossed him over or something like that. So I was hyped at the game. It wasn't until I watched a replay where I see like he just kind of trucked him. He just kind of ran over him like he wasn't there, which I love. But go on.
And then he picks up his head, tries to find Cheech. Plays that dangerous ball. The ball you always want to play when you're in that situation. And it finds someone's foot, and it goes back in there.
1-0.
Easy peasy. Easy
Listen,
peasy.
I didn't know it wasn't a Grand Zero goal until like after the game because I thought it was a Grand Zero goal, right? Like that happens like on the other side of V block, so like I couldn't tell, but I thought it was a goal. Either way, I don't give a fuck, man. I really don't give a fuck. Listen,
Yeah.
it could have been San Jose defense who turned around and kicked the straight into goal because he was mad at the keeper, and that's how we won. I don't give a fuck. We scored a goal. I was hyped, bro. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 versus San Jose. 1-0
That's
versus
a
San
lot of
Jose.
credit to Grant Serra though, man. He made that shit. Like
A lot of fight.
I didn't see him get enough credit for that goal. Anywhere
Yeah.
really.
No,
Or
yeah.
anyone talk because I get it. I get it was fluky. There was no goal, but he still set himself up for that. He got into that situation. It was not an easy
Yeah.
situation to get into because like there's one thing that San Jose's been doing pretty decent is defending well.
Yeah.
And it's obvious we couldn't score. It took an own goal for us to score and win the game. Right? So
Yeah.
I listen, the people that are talking shit about him is the type of shit that we're talking about to expect from him. That shit was some tanky shit with some skill. Like that's fucking sick, bro.
Well,
That was sick.
not only that, look, first of all, yeah, I think you're right. I think he gets a lot of credit because he makes the whole defense be uncomfortable to a point where like somebody fucking sticks a foot out and puts a goal in their own goal. In their own goal. So like 100% credit to him. But also like I saw a play where he gets the ball in the midfield, or not in the midfield, just like more central, and Cabral runs off a shoulder, right? And I'm sure he says something in passing in French, and he tries to put a through ball. Again, it's one of those passes I was talking about, like trying to cut like margins really, really small, and he misses it though. But like that right there just made me realize, like, listen, this one knew exactly what's gonna happen. Like there was a connection there. I'm pretty sure Cabral said something in passing, like something in French that he got, and he knew what he wanted to do. So get the communication with the rest of the boys, and he's skillful. Like he has it, boys. He has it. He's good, man. He's gonna be good.
He's strong too. He could have easily gone to ground, and he kept playing.
Stayed on it, yeah.
He kept playing, and shout out to him because a lot of people in that situation would just cross one time, not even look up. My man looked up and kind of kept his head up, saw where Cheech was going, and he tried to put the ball exactly where it had to be. Defender
and with the pace, it needed to be.
Yeah,
exactly. Because if it's any softer than that, if he's trying to just corral it to him, like if it's not with that pace, like it's not a goal. It's not an own goal, right? It doesn't put the defense in the situation it does. So yeah, big credit on him, man. I like him.
It's like he
you cut it off. So you're gonna do it again. Say it again.
It's like if he used a hit stick in Madden. That's what.
Yeah, just kind of chucked him.
Yeah,
Doug.
remember
Just
you guys
chucked him real quick.
I don't know if they still do it. Back in the Madden, if you're running as a running back, someone's coming,
you hit him.
Hit stick, bam, he's gone. You just keep going. That's exactly
what it,
it
dog.
felt like. Yeah.
Oh, fullback ass fucking Granzier, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, man, I need that gift with fucking eating, dog. Like fucking what's his name? All right, 1-0. We're up. Ezekiel, like fucking Zeke. There you go. 1-0. We're winning at home. I thought it was smooth. I thought it was gonna be easy after that. My mistake, right? Because
a little bit after that. Wait, hold on. But a little bit after that, Cabral has that the chance from outside the box. Doesn't Grant Zero hit him with?
Yeah, that's the one that goes far wide, right?
Not even that far wide when you think about it.
Far wide.
Well, not far wide, but it goes wide. I'm sorry, not maybe not far wide, but yeah, you're 100% right. Correct me on that. But opens up the hip, goes wide. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, so there's a few more. Because it's also like I think Efra gets one that he steps in the box, opens up his, tries to go a second pole. That's like, so that's prior to that too. Like there's the chances.
Oh, Grant Zero gets one after that too. that's when he has that one-on-one. But again, this goes back to
Oh
him not
yeah.
being fast, right? And this is what I was talking to Masa about this. Listen, he has quick bursts.
Yeah.
That's different than being fast. He's not a fast-paced player because he can't hold up the same speed for for a good fucking, I don't know, 50 yards. That I know it's a lot, but still, like, or you know what, even 20 yards, a sprint that much, it takes a bit out of you. He has
But
quick burst, yes. But if you're telling me, hey, I need you to sprint and be fast, he doesn't have that Cabral level speed, and
so
I
you
think that's what
think
a lot of people are trying to attribute to him to having that much pace, and he doesn't have that pace.
do you think that was the reason why he didn't do anything else with that play? The lack of
I
pace.
honestly, I
I
watched
think the
it back
defender caught up
today.
to him, bro.
Not yeah, yes, the
I think he
defender
slowed down though,
catches
like,
up
cause
to
he.
him.
I'm going for him. I'm sorry.
The defender catches up to him, but I think one of his touches lets him down. One of when he hits the ball forward, I think he goes like it kind of goes too right,
Too wide.
and that's when the defender comes in from behind. Yes, the defender does catch up to him, but at the same time, you're as a player, the ball's in front of you, right? You put your body in front, and there's no way the defender gets that. You can hold them off with your body,
Well,
and I think
You know,
one of those touches fails him. And
for, to me, it looked more like indecision when he looked up and there was nobody there. Like he didn't decide to drive in again a keep, right? Like I think like because even when he gets tackled, like you see in that motion of because it's kind of like trying to like wait to see what to do. You know what I mean? And then the slide that's when the slides from the right side comes back out, right? Like that's that same play that we're
Highlights on
talking
real
about.
quick. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. I just pulled up the highlights to see, and I think you guys are right. So I think
I
you guys
think he
are right.
just
Maybe,
a
but,
little
but even then,
indecision in his
I
end.
don't know. But I think the defender still caught up to him though, regardless.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, no,
Because even
yeah, yeah.
I think if you
That's a good track
yeah,
back. You
because
know
I
what I mean?
think because I think if you have the pace, even if you make that mistake, you're quick enough to adjust to it. And I think that's where I got that he's again he's quick in terms of quick bursts. He's agile definitely, but he doesn't have the pace for long distance. Where people are trying to attribute him to have that quickness and that pace in terms of Cabralish levels, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not that.
yeah.
He's
No, no,
not
no,
that.
no. By no
I
means, by
probably
no
attribute
means.
him more to like a Lessendini type of pace, right? Where he's not slow, but
But
he's
you can get
not the
away.
fastest player. Right, yeah, exactly. He could get away with it. And also because I did put on the highlights the Rudy, the one that we were talking about, the Salinas to the one that Losky, that was before our goal.
That was
So
before
as
goal,
soon as
right?
these guys, yeah. So as soon as
Yeah,
these guys
man.
came in, they almost fucked it up for us.
So listen. Let's do this
Yeah.
here. I want to say one more thing before we make it just a bond show for the rest of the night. That same kind of commitment that defender had to catch up to Granzier. I seen the Stairs have this game, especially in one play during the second half where I don't know if he's caught out or like they're just spaced there, and my man dashes like a good 20 yards. I'm talking the dash where like your head goes back and you kind of running like that. You know what I mean? Like with full effort, like that fool did that, and I don't think I've ever seen this fool like commit like that. You know what I mean? I've always seen this with just like not sprint, not run. You know what I mean? Not run with that intention. And my God, I've seen that. And for as much shit as I given him in this pod, the Stairs held his own, man. Especially because I think the Pew is the lesser defender, and I think the Stairs did what he needed to do in the back line. Though. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I think
Stairs
Stairs
had a
like
good game.
for as much as I talked to him,
Stairs
I had
stepped
to give
up,
it up for him
yeah.
because I think he had a good game. Also Depew, big shout out to Depew for taking a shot at from like 30, 35 yards out. I'm not mad at that at all. He got the opening. My man think he had the strength first, so he took it. I'll take it. But let's transition.
Hold on,
Julian, Julian,
okay, go. I thought you were going to Bond.
I was, but I got a shout out Julian. I think Julian had another monster game too. I think Julian like
100%.
he loves like you know what I mean like he loves these matches, bro. He loves
Yep.
fucking Levas. He loves San Jose. Though there was a slide where he gets to the ball, like he just stops it at the end line. He slides, he gets up and just stares that foot down the whole time. I'm like, my God, like everyone out of
Did you
schmuck.
watch it in Spanish or in English?
First of all, never ever watch anything in English in TUDN. That shit is horrible.
Alright.
I
Yeah,
watch it in
it is.
Spanish. I watch it in Spanish. So like, sidebar, my Spectrum app, every time I record anything on TUDN, it puts the default language in English.
Yeah.
So
in
I'm
English.
always caught slipping, like hearing like 10, 15 minutes of these was talking English, like dumb shit. This was talking about like GJ is a great player, but every time I see him, he's on the floor. I'm like, no, like that's not him. God, whatever. Ran over. Julian's a boss, man. Julian's a boss, and I love again, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. I love these kids fucking balling out for us, bro. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Like that shit just did. All right. I say you want to say something before I fully take it over to Bond's side.
Dog. So after we scored, after Grantier, after the own goal, right? Dog, we had like 10 minutes of like Barca-esque football. Like we can't move past that because that shit was probably
please
the
no.
best football I've seen us play the whole season. That little spurt with Vasquez comes in, yo, like we held the ball, and that's when Cabral gets his shot off, right?
No,
that goes wide.
I heard the bell ring for geometry class because all I saw was triangles, dog. Like my man, like everybody went.
Stupid. He said the bell ring for geometry. Dumbass.
Come on, dog. You know.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I like that one. Oh,
dog.
that's hey, save that clip. Save that clip. That's my favorite. Save that. I need to hear that first in my life. Oh, that shit was a good one.
Listen, dog. Like that shit was. Myself, you already know I'm a sucker for that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you already know I'm a sucker for that.
Triangles?
And when
yeah,
I was,
clearly.
geometry, just the geometry in general. No, I'm just kidding. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I'll die on this sword, dog, because I love that kind of football. I love the football when you make the team run around you and you just have like everything under control with touching.
No, but it was crazy though, bro. Like it was like
The players,
like a training session, bro. It was
dog. Keep away.
It was Vasquez, and I think Saldana,
Sasha was
and
in there.
Grantier, and Sasha was in there, right?
Yep.
There's a little play where Vasquez plays it to Saldana, and they almost lose it, and then they play it Grantier, and Grantier megs this fool, and he plays it out back, and they just play in this little triangle, and San Jose like doesn't know what the fuck is going on, and then Kleshton gets fucking to the end line, he puts a ball through, and then I think Cabral fucking shoots it from one time from the edge of the box. Oh man, dog, that was some
Grunter to hit some of it. That's what I was talking about.
Sexy ass fucking football, bro.
It was, though, man.
I'm not a fan of it. You know, I'm not a fan of it, right? But there was intent to this possession, bro.
Yeah.
And oh, dog, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? What team is this?
Listen,
when I saw that, I was like, what team is this? That's my team. That's my team.
You understand? Like that shit was so good. I'm mad that Sasha didn't have a better cross. I'm mad as fuck because if that needed to be a goal. Like it was patient. It was smart. It was quick, and it was there. Like we got in line. We got defenders fucking scrambling. I don't think there was really an avenue for a better cross. I'm just mad it didn't happen to be a better cross. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he did anything necessarily wrong. I think they covered the angles right, but that was a dope ass play. Vasquez is a game changer. I don't think we can say that enough. I don't think we can say it enough because, like, again, that's all Vasquez, right? Yes, it includes Grandier. Yes, it includes fucking Saldana, and it includes Sasha. But that's Vasquez making them play that way, dog.
Yep, 100%.
That's Vasquez, like touching the ball and then moving exactly where else you have to pass it to, right? And that's the other player saying, "Oh, that's what we're doing." So here, let me give you an option here too. Like in the understanding of just like being there and snapping and moving quickly.
And then Vasquez having that position to put that ball to where Sasha was making that run, like in between two defenders, bro. He just slices them like boom. Here, I said that like famoso loco.
And it wasn't like it was like mad pace on that ball. It was just in a position where neither defender can make a play at it. Yeah. Right? It's great. It's brilliant, man. It's fucking amazing. All right, Bond. Let's talk about Bond because me and Angel a few years back now had a bet that 15 points, right? And we had an argument about like what makes this a 3-point game for somebody versus not. My
you
God,
shouldn't even be allowed to bring that up because you defended David Beckham so much. It's crazy.
100%.
Fuck David Beckham,
yeah, fuck David Beckham. I'm coming. I'm not even. I was gonna argue, but no. Can anybody else get credit for 3 points other than Bond?
No.
No. When I'm talking about a keeper winning points, this is it, man. Listen, I might walk this back. Because I saw the replay and it wasn't as bad, or I might not because I don't understand this. Listen, the double save, right? That double save in the stadium. I said this is probably gonna be a bigger save than the Pinedo in Vancouver, right? I don't think the camera does it justice, bro, because like the second block is not as easy as it looks in camera. Like I saw it live. I was like right behind that. and there's a lot that he has to do for that second block, and the fact that he gets up there is so big for me. Like, listen, the fact that he just gets that he's aware of that, like, because it's not like the ball bounces off him, like he makes that second block. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree 100%. Right? Camera doesn't do it justice. There's no way. There's no fucking way in hell that the Pineda one that's better than the Pineda save.
okay, I
No
get. I might
fucking way.
watch this
Not
back.
even
I get.
not even close. To me,
Nah,
that
no.
Pineda save is the best save I've seen the Galaxy goalkeeper make,
Well,
and
I'll
it's
say
not
this
even
much.
close.
I'll say this much, right? I might watch this back. I'll watch it again. I might, but that's the best save I ever seen a Galaxy keeper do in person. I'll tell you that much. I am such a fan of that block, bro. Like, it's the fact that like the first block gets bounced right in front of you again, right? Like, so that's on you, right? Because we talked about this, like you know, put it out wide. So the first one is on him, dog. Like, because it doesn't go wide. It goes in front of him. And from the ground, you see the movement, and you see the awareness of where he's at and what he needs to do, dog. Right? It's that one knee and then push it off from there. Is the way he rotates his hips to get there. Like, it's all that. Like, he's fucking precise, bro. Just checks everything off, and I'm baffled, dog. Like, listen, there's another block. He's going one way, and I think his deflector is just a bad shot, and it comes back this way, and it's an ugly little block where he throws two hands out, and it's just pure reaction. That's a goal in most games, bro. Right? Because you go one way already, and you just get tossed out. And then you have the slew of shots that were on him or to his side where he just lay down and cut him down. I think he did more to fuck up the offense mentally than anything else, though. Because I don't think anybody from San Jose really thought they could score in this one. This was everywhere, dog. This was everywhere, and his technique and everything about him is just. You don't know what my biggest concern is? We're not keeping this for very long, dog. We're not keeping this for very long, and that's the only concern I have right now. Like, this was gonna win a chip, and then he's gonna be back in Europe somewhere, dog. He's caliber, bro. He's caliber. Like, we fucking.
I
hit
mean,
a
that's
gem with this
twofold, right?
motherfucker.
We can talk about that later when it's relevant. 'Cause that's a good thing. It's a win-win for both of us,
Nah,
right?
I'm crying.
Talk about a player. I guess well, he's a keeper, right? He can live forever, right? But what I mean in terms of him, a player, I guess reigniting his career per se. This looks he's getting here. Other keepers might do that. Hey, you know what? Let me
Yeah.
go spend 3 years with the Galaxy, and we're talking about solid keepers or players in general. Listen, RSL is using that right now to their advantage. They have a few players in there that reigniting their career and it's working for them. We obviously we can attract different type of player, right? Because we have different eyes on the system. We haven't had a single game on Spectrum yet. What does that tell you? Our games have been national televised to date. 7 games in. 7
Nah,
games.
listen, I don't want to hear none of this shit. I just want to be sad that we're gonna lose him Monday, dog. Just leave me alone. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. I'm already sad the fact that we're gonna lose him at one point, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
We said
No, I'm
whatever.
just kidding.
I'm just saying, like, listen, it's
nah,
a
you're
good
100%
problem
right.
to have right now, though.
It is. Listen, he's gonna win a chip here, right? Like he's. If you talk about, like, look at defenders, right? Our defenders are comfortable enough to be 35 yards out of goal and take a shot from there, right? I'm telling you, look at Asterios. Like, he fucking ran for his life, like his life depended on it to stop a ball that was near the 18-yard box, not even inside the goal, like not even inside the box, like near the 18. Like, you have a good keeper back there, like you got to put in your work too. Like, I think it's just like he's a big difference maker, man. It's between him and for me right now. Like, I think he's the signing of the fucking season, right? Like, it's such a difference. I backed up David Bingham, and I did, right. My God, were my centers low. My God, were my centers low, bro. My God, were my centers low, man.
You and the rest of the Galaxy
Jesus Christ.
Quick side note. It's funny because the Galaxy and the thing they put out in the video, they had David Bingham in the video when Beckham got into all of them. Remember the game at Stanford Stadium?
Yeah.
Fucking Bingham with the fucking sound was like, kid, come on, dog. Put something else on him. I'm fuck out of here with that. Anyways, I thought that was funny.
Listen, man.
But Bond, man, listen. Obviously, somebody started a Bond girl page already, so kudos to them. Listen, it's
just don't be a creepy ass page, please.
Yeah, of course. I think we get the concept of this one. It's about Jonathan Bond, right? But it's crazy what it's like to have a good goalie in your team. It's crazy what it's like to have a good goalkeeper in your team, because this, right?
I mean, you guys would know, but
Listen, fuck you.
when
Really,
when
so
this
many times have I
motherfucker wants
said,
to go play
no,
though.
fuck you. So many times I've said this pod that you're better than than David
No,
Bingham.
chill.
So fuck it. No, I know. It's because I read
Blasphemy.
Jaime Pineda here in the chat.
Blasphemy, don't
No,
chill.
apparently Pineda's working with AFJA, so I read that really
That's
quick.
what's up.
Yeah, but no, I've said this multiple times. You're better, way better, than David Bingham. David Bingham is ass. He's absolutely the worst Galaxy signing in history, bro. That's how bad he is to me. Yeah, the
Where's
worst Galaxy
Zumba?
signing in history. Worse than for a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons. Listen, like I said before, we're gonna take another team's player, take their best player, not the worst player. But anyways, Bond,
That's
bro,
mine.
there's no words to even speak about or put together. Like I can't even put a proper sentence together right now. I can't even. I don't know what to say because.
But you can't help but smile though. Look, like I can see it though.
Right,
It's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
like, it's just. Thank you. Finally, we're at ease with this. You know, if there's one position we should never ever be struggling in, should be in our keeper, right? And by no means am I saying that it's easier to get goalkeepers. It's like no, but
That's your priority though.
yeah, that should be right. Exactly. It's if you have your guy that you're sure with back there, even if he makes a game, I mean, makes it. See, I can't even speak properly. If he makes a mistake in the occasional game, right? We'll be like, all right, you'll get it back for us later. You've saved us so many times. You've done this. Listen, he's human, right? He's bound to make a fuck up here and there. We're like, yo, my man, like you got to do better.
Yeah.
I think we had a conversation like that earlier this year already with one of his goals, right? Thankfully didn't cost us the game, but again, it might happen at some point. Look at where this has gotten us so far.
Yeah.
It's insane when we talk about a goalkeeper getting you 15 points, Rudy, like you were talking about. This is what I was referring to, right? This is what I was referring to.
I mean, like, there's no question about this. Yeah.
There is no question about it. Like there's no even argument to be had.
Yeah.
Right, and where someone has to defend a goalkeeper and someone has to be against a goalkeeper, where you're basically hoping that your team gets scored on, right? This is this. That's all I have to say. This. I don't have word. I don't have the words for it. Just this and the relief that I have right now as a Galaxy fan.
Yeah.
That I'm in a different. Listen, in life, right? Apart from my Galaxy life, I'm in a different place right now mentally, right? But right now with the Galaxy, it just adds an element of zen because of my goalkeeper. Right, I'm at ease regardless of how the game is going. I know we're always gonna be in it because of fucking Bond, and that's something I haven't said since 2014.
Yep.
Since 2014, bro.
Yep. That's 7 years.
You know,
Masai, give me final thoughts on Bond before we move on to questions and wrap the show up.
Best keeper in MLS. Let's move.
Yeah. I don't like biased as fuck, but I think you're right on that. Yep. All right, we're gonna move into questions. Listen, just before we move into questions, letting you know, next week we're probably gonna take a break. But we should be back the following week to get you ready for the next thing.
You got PTO
the next one, games.
Just two things in really quick. While we still have a good core of people here, just quick shout out to the Galaxy U11s. They won the Man City Cup. Yeah. So
is that Junis team or Junis 13? Huh? Is that Junis team or Junis he just coaches 14?
No, he's like 14 or something like that. No, but it's like U11. So this is the other my homie Lameli, who's a Galaxy Academy coach, part of all this. Yeah, he's a guy. Remember I told you my buddy's Academy coach? Yeah, So yeah, and he was U11s, and then Galaxy too, bro. I don't know if you guys have been watching the games. Some shit here and there. Obviously, it's the Academy, right? I mean, it's a second team. They're not gonna be perfect. They're far from it.
Yeah.
Right, but they beat OC this weekend 4-3. Actually, they played right after the main squad. Yeah, they beat them 4-3. So shout out to them too, G2 for putting in work.
That's dope. Anything else before we move on to questions? Yeah. Well, I'll hit you with ACB plugs at the
squads. Yeah.
I'll hit you up with ACB plugs right before we wrap the show up. All right, so let me get some questions. Obviously, George's not here, so I'll take them today. If I can find them, where the hell are the questions? Oh, here they go. All right, let's get it going. Manly 23. I went to a game on Saturday and enjoyed every moment of it. I love how Jonah was playing up until the second half. Is he DP caliber? Will the Galaxy renew his contract and bring him down to the TAM? He's our captain, but he hasn't shown that on the field. Am I missing something? Listen, I think we talked about this. Yeah, we talked about
That's
this a little bit.
crazy.
We talked about it a little bit. It really depends on what you're looking for a DP, right? I think he's DP quality, especially this year. He's been showing that he gives us the stability in the back. Go back to the first part of this episode, and you hear us talk about it because we definitely do think that. Question though, renewal. Are you looking to make him a 10? I think you have to, right? You have to try to make at least try it, right? Like see if he takes it.
Yeah, you throw it out there, just based off injuries, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, like I can't give you the DP money. I could get close enough to what you're making at, TAM, but due to injuries, I can't offer you that DP contract.
Yeah. Listen,
and you don't want to get your green card, so
Lock him in for the rest of his career. Fuck it. Just tell him, you know what? Not going anywhere. I'll give you this shit for the rest
4-year
of your
10 deal?
career.
yeah, you want
4-year
you
TAM
you
deal?
said you want to retire here? Throw him a TAM deal out
There
there,
it is.
you know.
4-year time deal, 200K less than what he's making right now, or whatever it is to get him on the 10.
But
I'm down
to
with
say that he's not DP quality this season, that's absurd to me. Maybe his first 2 games, but
listen,
Seattle game changed it for me.
I also think like the misconception of that our DPs need to be on the scoring sheet.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think that's a misconception because I don't think like Jonah's for me is DP level and he doesn't need to be on the stat sheet for me to see that. But it really depends on what you're looking for. All right. Dangerous Hero says, do you think any player besides Chicharito will have double-digit goals this season? Question. Because there's a lot of scorers. There's a lot of people who are assisting. Well, not a lot of scores because we only have Chicharito scoring. But there's a lot of people who are assisting, not a lot of people getting on score sheets. Is there any player who could get close to double digits for us other than Chicharito?
Maybe Cabral. Maybe Cabral. Or
yeah, see,
maybe
right?
I'm just hopeful it's Cabral. But I don't know. That shit's gonna be tough.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
Let me say something really quick because I've been thinking about this. Listening to a lot of our Galaxy podcasts in general, and listening to Extra Time Radio, and just Galaxy Tech. I've listened to a lot of it lately. I've been very lonely lately, so I have to hear you guys' voices when I'm at the gym. Listen, I'm spending like 3-4 hours at the gym right now because I got nothing else to do out in fucking out in the IE, like other than go to work, sleep when I can, and work out in Muay Thai. So I'm hearing everyone.
All right, back to goals.
It's this whole thing like, well, where the rest of the Galaxy goals gonna come from? Who else is gonna hit double digits? We went to go sign Chicharito. This was my biggest beef when we signed Chicharito, right? The first year, we didn't have a team set up to give him the balls and give him the opportunities that we needed. We didn't have that, right? The way that Chicharito plays, we didn't have this. Rudy, what did I ask you guys when early when I came back from my hiatus, right? Like when I was still getting back into the whole thing, I asked you guys, what has Vanny said about Chicharito? I'm curious. I think I asked you guys like in the second or first where I came back, like what has he said about Chicharito, right? Because that's been the thing that I've been focused on the most. Why? Because Chicharito, in order for Chicharito to be successful, he requires a specific type of play.
Yep.
From his team, which we haven't had probably ever when you think about it, because even in the years we were successful, for the most part, we were playing with 2 forwards.
Yep.
Right? Occasionally we'd have a Keno play up top, but you still have Donovan push up quite a bit, right? And listen, and at one point we fucking had Chad Barrett up top with Keno. We had fucking Keno with who's the other one? Yeah, exactly. Like there was always usually a pairing. So we've never really built a team to have a one-man striker, except for the Ibrahimovic thing, which is why Kamara ended up leaving very shortly after coming, right? Fortunate for Kamara because I think he would have done great here based on how we were saying the team for him. But I get it. Like, I'm not knocking the Galaxy for what they did with Ibrahimovic. We had a good time with him. We had a lot of good content because we were asking he still was doing shit, right? So this back to the Chicharito thing. It doesn't fucking matter who else is going to score the goals. Why? Because we're probably going to have more than one player in multiple assists figures or close to. Yeah. Why? Because Chicharito right now has gotten assists, not from one player, from a bunch of players.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Zubek has an assist. The Jet has an assist. Victor Vasquez has an assist.
Julian.
He's assisted. Julian's had an assist. He assisted
So
Jonah, right? So what I'm getting at is we don't need to have other goal scorers right now.
you want to know how many people assisted? Our top
How many?
assist leader, or top assist maker or playmaker has 1 assist.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Right.
so, like
He has what,
it's
7
been
goals?
shared. Yeah,
Yeah, so
Yep.
7 goals, and maybe 1 has probably been his own. I don't know if he's been assisted. At this point, I don't recall anymore. But when I'm getting at double figures, that's a ridiculously amount of goals we're talking about for Chicharito. Talking about maybe potentially even breaking the record. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that hey, he's gonna get close to it. But what I'm saying is that like it doesn't matter.
listen,
Who's-
I
Who's
think
gonna? It was. It's more so. Are we creating opportunities for our target man? It seems like that's happening.
all right. Masay, got anything to say before we move on? Because we still had a couple more questions.
No.
Valdo 12 says, "Who should we take? Who should be our free kick taker? Because 3 of free kicks that we
Ooh,
took
I have that
hit the
highlighted because I
wall.
want to talk about that.
All right, but it's questions. So don't drag me into it. Well, talk to Masa. Who's taking them? Who should be taking them?
Free kicks?
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably say Jonah. For me, just the way he hits the ball one time, and he always looks dangerous. I don't think we have a free kick specialist at all. I hate how Leggett takes corners. I won't even say hate how Efra takes corners. I think he takes
So,
good
yeah.
set pieces, but I just think there's not one person in our team that's particularly great at free kicks or
I
set pieces.
I do want to see fucking Efra take him from the left side though, where he uses left to curl him back in over the wall. I want to see Efra take him because I think he has a foot for it.
But if I had to pick someone, I would probably say Jonah. I think he has the better chance of scoring a free kick, and if he's feeling it, I'll let Chicha take it. I've seen him score some free kicks.
With Sevilla,
Why
he had
not?
that banger with Sevilla right before he came. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yep. I might let him take them, but I don't think there's anyone in the team that takes great free kicks. So I can't pick one.
Still want fucking Efra take it. Angel, go ahead.
I rather just do a different type of set piece play.
So it's
Instead of
not
going to
goal.
go. Nope, because we don't have that. Listen, if you want someone right now, the obvious answer is George Hernandez in Galaxy 2. Not just that, he can also put away penalties. So sign him up just for free kicks and penalties if you want.
Yeah.
But other than that, we don't have any. But George Hernandez, a kid in Galaxy 2, that dude's a fucking free kick specialist. So if anything, all of the guys in the main squad need to go get lessons off of him because everyone's ass. I made that actually as one of the few things I actually wrote down as my notes. So I got to talk about it's ass. This is pathetic. The fact that they can't get a fucking free, at least sky it. Get it over the fucking wall. Jesus
Man, I'm
fucking
telling
Christ. Are you
you,
serious?
let Efra take it. Let Efra take
That's
it.
a fucking joke.
It's bad.
Even I can get him over. Even I can get it. I don't get it. That one I don't get. Like I actually have no defense for our team. Like it's ass. It's shit. It's garbage.
Yep,
Even
I agree.
the crosses coming in, bro. Like,
well, like listen,
I'm not a fan of it.
I think our strength is not brute force to go, is to play the ball and find the spaces and score. So I'm with Angel. Like I think if we don't have exactly, if we don't have a natural like free kick taker to shoot at a goal or somebody who's confident enough to take it on goal, then set pieces, baby. Something from the fucking chalkboard. Let's go. All right. 13 Scooby says, Angel, is you? 13
Yeah,
and
that's
Scooby
me, bro.
is you?
That has to
Is
be
you?
me. What the fuck? 13 and Scooby, okay. Bro.
I know John is a fan favorite, but with all his injury problems, we gotta treat him like we did Lessandrini. Only fair. Is it?
I mean, we are. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
And we're talking about.
Everybody wants to move him.
Yeah, talking
Or
about
take the
tamming
time
him.
deal, like Drini.
Yeah,
Everybody
so-
wanted Drini on time deal.
So
Man,
I think we are treating him the same way. If you ask me, my opinion.
I think it's the same way as it was for Drini last year, right?
Mhm.
Where it's like make or break, right? It's bust. Like either get us there or it's a bust, and it was bust for him. So it's Jonah's year, and I think Jonah's been performing well so far, but it's really his year to make a break. Really, yeah, to make a break. Moving on. Am I the only one who gets frustrated? Oh, this is Danger TRL again. It says, am I the only one who gets frustrated at how good Legit plays for the U.S. national team? For the U.S. men's national team? Seems like he puts more effort for that team. Nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
man.
don't think so. I think he has a bias right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he listen, the way he scored his goal with the U.S. is the way he scored goals with us. Just being in the right place,
That's kind of
opening his hips.
that's kind of he scored his goal against
Against Austin.
Austin. It was very similar. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, you're probably just thinking of him last year, right? Because this year has not been that. This team
But
fits him
last year he was
to
our
play.
best
But
player.
last year he was the best player last year.
He was our best player last year.
Again though, last year the biggest difference is the team didn't fit him, right? He couldn't showcase that often because the team didn't fit him. This year, like he gels. Listen, when he came back, I said like, all right, Vasquez might be, second in the pecking order, after Legit. So like I don't think it's right. I think he's gonna be solid.
7 games in and he's only played 4.
Yeah.
So he also really hasn't gotten a chance to get, I don't know, I guess gel with the team, really
And
get
he has a
comfortable
goal
with the
already.
team. Right, and because in one of those games, I think his first game back, it may have been from suspension. We were talking about like he looked a little off, but listen, he hadn't played in 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, so I don't know. I don't see it right now with that one. I don't see it. I'd be interested to know more about why he feels that way. Hit us up in the chat in Discord. I'm curious to know why you really feel that. Because if it's on goals, he's actually scored more goals for the Galaxy in the last 2 years than he has for the men's national team. So.
Moving on. Chicha Dios says, is it concerning how much Chicha is getting swallowed in the box? Possibly injury coming or different tactics coming soon? I think it's getting Cabral and Grandier going.
Yep.
Right? Because when they're scoring goals, you can't just focus on Chicharito. I mean, I think you're always gonna have to double bark him, but you're gonna know this Cabral. Like even now, things gonna start happening. After the display against San Jose and showing some of those tactics, like it's gonna happen. He's not just gonna be left to wander like he has been, right? And as soon as that happens, it's a wrap. Because once your whole defense,
he really couldn't wander against San Jose. The motherfucker was double team, triple team. They had 2 CBs on him and the CDM. And when he would receive the ball, they would chop him, bro. They chopped Chicha this game so many times. They didn't know what to do with him. But that left Cabral on those one-on-one situations where he beat his man every single time.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Because there's disrespect right there right now. There's disrespect where they think they can let Cabral be there. But once these guys can start rolling, it can't be the same, right? Unless you're defending with 8 players. Angel, anything else to add before we call it tonight?
Mm-mm.
All right. Dope. Again, thanks to everybody who fucks with us in Discord.
Actually, I do. I have some
questions?
a quick update from.
All right, let me finish this.
Not a question.
Hold on. Thanks for fucking with us on Discord and shooting questions there. Is the easiest way for us to get there. So please join us on Discord and shoot the questions. Have access to us. Ping us anytime you want. All right, Angel, what you got to say before we get out of here?
See, I got a quick Galaxians plug.
Yep.
And on 6/19, the Seattle game, the home game, the Galaxians are going to do a school supplies drive. They're collecting, school supply items. I guess I don't recall the details, but supplies collection 6/19. Donate.
Yeah. So that one's a little ahead of its time because ACB plugs, I guess, since we're here. 19th, man. The 19th is gonna be a fucking movie. Plan to go to a game. Plan to go to a game. Plan to go to tailgate early. I can't give out reasons why just yet. It's gonna be announced pretty soon, but it's gonna be a fucking movie. There's gonna be performances. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be photo booth. It's gonna.
So sad.
Welcome back.
I'm not gonna make it.
Welcome back. Listen, I'll FaceTime you if you want because he just to experience some of it. The 19th is gonna be amazing. There is that drive Galaxians is doing. There's a bunch of things going on. Wait for it. The announcement and details are coming out very soon. Trying to get answers for tickets too, because I know there's a lot of questions about surrounding tickets. Trying to figure that out. I know the F4 thing had the day off because I didn't get a response today, but yeah, as soon as we do, you guys will know as well. Before the 19th, it is on the 12th. It is the Blue, White, and Gold pop-up shop number 2. Everybody who ordered stuff already, you're gonna have your stuff ready for you for that day, including memberships and shirts. New items on the store coming soon, as you can see. That ACB snap hat, the ACB dad hat, and we got an ACB bucket hat.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Where?
Yep.
Like
That's
this?
coming up soon. Yeah, that's coming up soon.
Oh, I need me one.
You probably if you were at the game, you probably saw them. A few people had them. We were shooting for the product set, so they should be out in our store pretty soon. And all those will be available for pickup on the 10th. Yeah, man. Listen, we have a couple weeks right now without games, but on the 19th that comes back, it's gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be amazing. So stay on socials. Make sure you follow Interested Brigade. Make sure you follow Galactus. Make sure you follow B Block. Make sure you follow Outlaws. Make sure you follow Lars. Well, I'll be sharing information there heading up to the 19th. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. With that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm your boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on the gram. I'm Smarts on Twitter.
This is Angel. Follow me on Instagram. Only Instagram, ADF2691.
This motherfucker got stuck right before he's gonna say peace.
Cool,
Love,
my
peace,
oh,
love,
look at
this
my
motherfucker really got stuck, though. Jesus Christ. All right, bud. You have a great night.
Look how he got
Peace.
stuck. That's
Peace, love, and G's out, man. I'll catch you guys in 2 weeks. Not next Monday, but in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Peace.